to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hip in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Coming with a dank, skrilling that tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Shout out to Nick.
Putting the law
We got
down.
a damn show. It may be Friday. We got a damn show.
We got a show for you.
Way too much Lions content dropped today for us to not take the show serious.
Real quick, before we dive right into the seriousness of this show and all of the Dan Campbell, Ray Agnew, Blake Miller, Aiden Hutchinson, we have so much audio for you guys so many Detroit Lions explaining why this year is going to be different. Shout out to North End Taproom. We had a little incident over here. A fire alarm went off, and me,
Spenny
Booner,
pulled the fire alarm.
I did not pull the fire alarm. Booner farted right next to one of the sensors and set it off. He said, "You guys want to see something funny?" But
That's exactly what I would say.
yeah, no, it was a fire alarm in a different building than us, and we went to North End Taproom across the street. It is a serve yourself beer bar in Royal Oak. I didn't know this was a thing. You get a bracelet, tap the bracelet, you pour your own beer, and you're good to go. So cool. Had a great time. Shout out to them. They hooked it up.
Scale of 1 to 12, how cold were the beers?
12. I mean, perfectly chilled. Yeah.
You can bedazzle your bracelets too. It's kind of sick.
Yeah, you can.
We just keep the bracelet forever?
No, you turn it back in.
Oh, okay.
You can buy it though
Yeah.
if you want. Yeah.
I'm just to buy it.
I don't
I think
know.
it's like a $600 bracelet.
Yeah, it's like it works as like a Fitbit basically.
Does it cure cancer?
$600 or like you get $600 worth of beer with that $600?
No,
No,
it's like
it's
there's like
just-
diamonds and stuff on
Yeah,
it.
it's like you can get like an iced out bracelet, like Detroit style.
Oh. Okay.
That's a complete falsehood.
Fellas.
We know we're shouting out to Booner's just talking shit, and I went with it. But no, shout out to North End Taproom.
I fucking bought into that.
See, man. Yeah, I did too.
Let's go, Booner. That's why we're the actors, brother.
Well, I know none of it made sense, so I had more questions. for you.
Woodward
Like, what the
Cinema,
fuck
check it out.
Speaking of buy,
Check it out for real.
speaking of buying ice, I don't think I was able to mention this. Last Saturday, I was on the back end of a little bendy, boys, and
Shout out to
I was walking around
Those
the
dick pills?
I haven't taken them, sadly, but I was in Midtown and I stumbled across Ginola and I found myself in there after getting paid a couple times, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
Oh yeah, you were
Tried-
double checked up.
Tried a couple on, didn't buy one, did better. I thought better. I came out alive.
you, Nick.
Didn't
That's
do it,
smart.
but it was a lot of fun.
Can I
Maybe
be honest?
I'll shoot a
Hey.
picture over.
And I'm not. Go ahead.
Shout out to Safe04-02 in the chat. Says watching from Kenya.
That's awesome.
Ice.
That is awesome.
That is sick.
That's it.
That's so cool.
Shout
I
out
didn't know
Kenya,
that story.
man.
How does one end up in Kenya?
Shout out to Kenya.
That's the
They're
coolest
probably
thing about
born
our
there.
audience is we have people from all over the place.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lavertini in Dubai.
Shout out.
Shout out to guy Freddie Felt in Indiana.
Shout out.
When we went to Indiana for the New Buffalo thing,
Yeah.
we saw 4 people in a row that worked at casinos. We're trying to figure out where the hell we are. Watch the show.
They watched the show. They
It
knew
was
us.
kind of cool. I don't know. I think that's.
It was really cool.
I mean, we're even though here in town, maybe not even anymore.
Nothing makes
We're
me feel
more
like
worldwide than fucking 97.1.
absolutely.
Like we really are.
Especially the Woodward Wings channel. Like 20% of our views come from Europe.
Well, duh.
Yeah, it's
hockey.
crazy.
That's
And
20% of the hockey's fan base.
Nothing makes me feel
Right.
like I don't need Nick's pills more than when somebody walks up to me and is like, "Oh, dude, I watched the show."
It's hangover pills.
Not gonna lie, it makes me feel really good about myself, and I appreciate all you guys.
I'll be honest with
And
you.
gals.
The best is like when they know your name.
Yeah,
Because a lot of times you get the WoodwardSports.
mustache guy.
Yeah, exactly. You get the
Do you
guy.
want to know what I get?
What do you get?
Oh, the Kool-Aid guy.
Yeah, oh,
I get
for
that
sure.
every day.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
amazing though.
Oh, it's the
like,
best. I'll be in like the most random spot. Are you the Kool-Aid guy?
Dan
Yeah.
Campbell talked about it.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell did talk about it.
But
in an interview.
I need to get known for the Kool-Aid guy, but also you talk sports.
No, you're the Kool-Aid
WoodwardSports
guy.
2.0 and this Kool-Aid videos. Guess who's collaborating with them? You and your profile. So now they know
Oh
you.
yeah,
So you're
for
the
sure.
Kool-Aid guy. And then
But I get that probably like 10 times a week anywhere
But
I'm
you
at.
were you were famous. Like, people talked about you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
other teams.
I went to the NFC Championship when the last time when we left here.
Yeah.
We went to the game or to the Ford Field to watch the game, and
I was gonna
everywhere
say,
I
there's no
walked.
fucking way you went.
No, we didn't go to San Francisco, but we went to Ford Field and we watched it at Ford
rich.
Field. And I couldn't walk. And then I know this sounds crazy. I couldn't walk without people looking and be like, "Oh, the Kool-Aid, the Kool-Aid!" I was sitting there drinking a beer, screaming. Some little kid came up to me and was like, "Did Amon-Ra post you on your story? Is that you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I was a celebrity at Ford Field.
That's where it's at downtown for us. Like we're out on dates. Back in the day, not for me anymore, but for you single fellas, when you're downtown Detroit.
Yeah, I use that.
That shit works.
Use that motive a couple times. It definitely works.
That shit slaps.
Take them downtown, go to the bar. Oh shit, you're Spencer from Woodward, right? Yeah.
Shout out to Jeff Walker for hooking us up with some of these videos we're gonna play today. We got Jared Goff at the podium. I think you already saw the names actually. I don't need to do all that. Blake Miller, Ali McNeil.
Yeah. Ray Agnew, Dan
Campbell. What?
Bleezy, Blake.
Bleezy Blake, yeah.
I didn't get to listen to Blake yet. So
and we have from a source at camp, the first snap at right tackle was taken by
Larry Borum.
Are we sure?
We are sure.
We are sure.
I've heard something
Booner,
different.
Did you just get?
We
Did
are-
you just get mocked?
My source told me something
Your
different.
source told you the first snap was taken by somebody
My
else?
source told me that Blake Miller was the first team reps tackle.
So the
No, your source
first
is
snap,
incorrect.
I don't know. I trust my source.
I trust the other source.
I think you're not
I trust the
listening.
other source.
We
We're-
go
we're-
source for source.
We're going source off right now.
We can source off.
I'm
gonna text someone. I'm gonna text
my
them a
source.
second.
Source fight?
Your source is, well, it
I
depends.
know who your source is.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know who my source is? It's not even my source. It's Jeff's source.
Oh, I trust your source
Yes.
way more.
I'm texting you another source.
Way more. I was
Yeah.
like, that's the source I was gonna hit up.
That's exactly the source
I'm
you were gonna
texting
text.
another source right now.
That's
Wow.
fine. That's
Jeff's
fine.
source.
But you know who's another source, Booner? And we're gonna play it today. Matter of fact, we might have it. Dan Campbell
Yes.
was impressed with what Larry Borum was doing at the right tackle spot. But that's not. I'm not upset with that. Like listen. My only beef with that was the fans thinking it was gonna be a Dan Skipper replacement. It's gonna be a competition.
Blake's
but
gonna
Blake
win.
should come out on top.
Nick, how do you feel about that?
He should win it. He is a top 20 overall pick. You should win this. You are a 4-year starter at Clemson. You're a right tackle. You're not transitioning over to left. You should win this job. Point blank, period. Straight up.
Straight up. Straight up. Shout out to Braden for sending some jewels. He said sent Flow State. Flow State.
Oh, Flow State's lit.
The
I'll
power
be salty
within.
if he doesn't
Being
win
Flow
it.
State's
The
fucking
power
amazing.
within. The power within. The power within. Sorry.
You're
SpongeBob
fine. You're fine.
reference.
Do we want to play it? Because Dan Campbell also mentioned it. You want to play that now?
Let's
Dang.
play it now.
All right. It's MCDC on new look offensive line. I'm pretty sure.
I know. I'm not dumb.
I mean, obviously, one of the emphasis this offseason was the offensive line. You guys bring a lot of new guys in. Acclimating these guys, how have they been doing so far, and just the job that you guys did with the line? Do you feel like, they will come on be better than last year?
I like those guys, and there again, it's early. But, Cade, man, he's a good-looking dude, man. He's a big man. He's built right, moves pretty good. And now it's just getting up to speed with our terminology, the mic points, all that. But I like Cade, man. He's going to be he's a good fit for us, He's a good fit for us, and same thing with Larry Borum, man. Moving slow over there to left. I think there again, for what you want from a young guy, talking about with where we are going into week 6 of off season or whatever, I like where Ratledge is going. All right, that's good. It's good. So I feel a guy that, had learned a lot and has grown, has taken some of those things. So that's good. But yeah, we got a lot of competition in there.
Larry Borum, as of now, is your starting right tackle.
Yes. Competition is going to happen in
gonna
camp.
happen.
That's
Camp
what
is-
they want.
yes.
Blake's going to win. Blake will be the starting tackle week 1.
I'm not taking a lot away from this. I trust me. Like, as the guy who kind of died on the hill with that one, I'm
Yeah.
not even dead yet, but the guy who kind of stamped that flag in the ground, I'm even going to tell you guys, I'm going to wait until camp. As much as I want to parade and flick the middle fingers off, it'll be 10 times worse come camp, and Blake takes a job.
It's football season, right? It's football
here.
season. It's OTAs. I'm feeling good. Shout out to North End Tap
Shout
Room.
out.
Tate Ratledge is the second best offensive lineman on this team.
Yeah, because you're just at North End Tap Room.
Tate Ratledge is the second best offensive lineman on this team. I think he's going to prove it in spades next year. I expect him to be by far and away the second best offensive lineman on this team next year.
It's possible. possible.
It is definitely possible.
I don't think it's that crazy. Like it's.
Well, it's not. I think that's a problem that it's not that crazy.
I don't think it is.
I think there are a lot of unproven question marks on this offensive line. Did they upgrade? Yes, but they're unproven question. I think that's a little bit of an issue that it's not a hot take at all.
Well, the thing is, Larry Borum is proven, but we're not happy.
Bum.
He's a he's not a proven.
I won't call him bum, look disrespectful, but like
Larry
a proven reserve
a proven
guy.
backup.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
the thing. And then obviously with Mahogany, not proven yet, and then Tate, that's a safe bet. It's a safe bet. He looked pretty good
think he is down the stretch last year. He was the second best offensive lineman on this team. I think even with the improvement at center, bringing in Cade Mays, Tate's gonna show like what he is, and I truly think he is a all-pro caliber guard.
By the way, too, going back to Larry Borum stuff real quick as well, like I still think he'll be serviceable. I don't think he's like terrible. If that makes sense. Like, I don't think anybody should be like running with their hair on fire, crying, bitching about it. Like it sucks. It's a situation we're stuck with. But Dan Campbell brought that up today too. By the way, I don't know if you listened to him, but he said that the cash on cap.
I didn't listen to any of it.
Dan Campbell brought up the cash on cap, so we missed a lot of guys. Gave a salute to them. I don't know if I sent that one in, but I mean I can if you want. He's kind of saying his goodbyes to the guys that are gone. But
hey, chill on Booner, guys. We were happy to have Booner here.
Yeah, I love Booner.
Why are you guys hating on Booner in the chat?
Who's hating on Booner?
Everybody.
Shame on them.
Shame.
Shame.
It's Friday and it's 80 degrees outside.
We were just
Fucking
ripping
wake up.
beers. He just beat Jeff in bags.
Yeah.
Why are you hating on Booner? That's my guy.
Either way, I think Larry Borum is serviceable. I think Blake Miller has a higher ceiling to surpass that at some point during the season.
Serviceable.
Mm-hmm.
I think Blake Miller will be the starting tackle week 1.
I hope so.
I think we've heard it, right? Dan Campbell said it. Brad Holmes said it. They want the competition. They want guys in here, and they have to earn their spots. And
Maybe
we
it's
know
a way of putting the carrot in front of the horse by putting Borum in front of him.
Yeah, get him going a little bit. You're not going to walk in here and get the spot. So I think it's going to be a battle. I think they're going to see a competition between the two of them. And right now, they have Larry Borum starting because he's played tackle in the NFL before. Yeah. And they feel more comfortable with that.
What is your reaction if he is not, if Blake Miller's not?
Week one, I'll be upset. I'm not going to be whatever Nick's going to do. but I'll be upset because I do.
Nick's going to sell his house.
I wholeheartedly believe that Blake Miller will be the starting tackle week 1.
Nick, what would be your reaction if Larry Borum starting week 1? Give it because you to be fair, in your expectations, Blake isn't the guy. So like, would you be upset or like,
my expectation is Blake can be an average right tackle in the league. Okay. That is my expectation. Like I've stood on business since the draft that he can be an average right tackle. Do I think he's going to be a little below average to start? I do, but I would rather go that route than the proven below average player.
Proven bum, you said.
Yeah, the proven bum Larry Borum. I would rather have Blake start all 17 games with an opportunity to get better and develop, not just, sitting back and watching Larry Borum get the start in front of him. I'd be pissed.
I'm 100% lockstep with you on that. Even if Larry Borum is slightly outperforming him in camp, start the kid.
See, but I think we gotta reset the expectation here.
Blake Miller was a top.
We can't just allow Jared Goff get knocked down because
I expect Blake Miller to be the starter, and I expect him to be it comfortably. I'm just saying,
this wasn't the greatest draft class. This wasn't the top of the left tackle, right tackle class in general.
Apparently, they wanted to trade up for this guy.
Yeah,
He's gonna be the best in the league.
Now one fucking.
No, it was for
bit.
Proctor.
It was his guy.
They wanted Proctor.
Yeah, I don't care what. And I love and respect a lot of people that obviously give takes on these Lions, and I feel like some of them, as much as I love them, are fucking super fans.
Yes.
And so whatever that GM decides to do is gospel. Reports from noted insiders who've been around the league for a very long time.
They wanted Caden Proctor.
Yeah. It's like people like Peter Schrager aren't doubling down for the sake of proving Lions fans wrong.
Yeah.
He's fucking Peter Schrager. It's not some
This is what he heard from an agent.
Yeah, it's not from fucking rando. I just whatever. But listen, Blake, whatever
Jared
time
said
it
girl
is,
power for
I'll be
300
happy with
jewels. Girl power. There was another one. Somebody else sent jewels. Sorry, while we're doing it.
Jewels.
Spemo Rex sent a star.
Spinmo Bax.
That's not a star.
Is it Rax or Bax?
Bax. I don't know how to make a star.
Looked like you were throwing the rock up.
Yeah, Shaw home. Just kidding.
So get some extra
he's
views.
Runs the world.
Where's the chat at with the Blake Miller stuff, Chris?
The chat is saying, Chris, you look great today. Thank you. Thank you, chat. Yeah. No, they're asking Nick if he sold his tickets yet. They're saying if Nick
I got
hates
100
Blake
plus
Miller.
days
It's a
to
lot of
make
Nick
that
hate.
decision.
Listen.
You don't gotta do it.
We heard it from Dan Campbell right
You're allowed
there.
to crash out.
And we knew that that's what this was going to be in camp this year. There are going to be battles everywhere. There's going to be battles on the offensive line, on the defensive line, in the defensive backfield, in the wide receiver room, in the running back ranks. There are going to be battles on this team because they feel like Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes feel like the players got soft, I think. They feel like they got too fat and cocky, too confident.
Which
and
they
maybe
did.
they did as well as the GM and head coach. But they want it to be back to crying at OTAs. They want it to be back to those hard knocks vibes that really fueled these guys. I will be 99% positive that Blake Miller will start at right tackle week 1. And I think he will win that comfortably, but they're not going to give it to him because they don't want anybody to be given something. They want you to earn it, and that's fine.
We have Dan Campbell on what they want, what they did in their deep dive, unless you have something first, Chris or Nick.
No, I'm with Spenny.
Should we go to break?
I
and then
definitely
come
think
back
they
to
were
Dan
getting
Campbell?
soft.
I think they got a little soft, too. And I
They're-
think Dan Campbell realized that.
Super soft. They got paid.
Yeah.
They were able to talk that shit.
Little fat and sassy.
Start a little pod.
Little piggies.
Yeah, Amon-Ra was talking about it too a little bit. I didn't clip that part, but he was just like, "Yo, obviously we accomplished a lot, and we were at a point when we became the team we were that we weren't winning fucking games. So we remembered how bad it fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that first year Dan Campbell, it took them fucking week 13, week 14, until they finally got their first win as a team for Dan Campbell. Like that, they remember that shit. The Penei Sewell, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jared Goff, a lot of the staples in this team were part of that. As long as new guys started to roll in, they started winning games. They kind of lost a little bit of that saltiness,
That grunge.
yeah, that grit. And then on top of that too, and Amon-Ra, again, this is not me, it's Amon-Ra. He's saying teams are coming in and giving us their best punch because they know what we have to offer.
That's true, too. A couple chats before we go to break real quick.
Shout out.
Super chat in there from Really Mr. Biggs. He says, love you, boys. No Diddy. Love you, too, brother. Appreciate you tapping in. Always supporting. And then there was one. It wasn't a super chat, but it was funny enough that I'm going to read it. Jesse Woodward, he says, throwing change at strippers, throwing jewels at the heavy. All right, let's go to break on that one. We're going to come back. We got Dan Campbell audio. We got Ray Agnew audio. We got Aiden Hutchinson, Blake Miller, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jared Goff. We got all the audio you could ever ask for. But if you want to get all the workouts you could ever ask for, all you got to do is go to Planet Fitness, because Planet Fitness has 2,700 plus locations worldwide, and you can sign up in club or online at planetfitness.com. $15 a month, or you upgrade to the Black Card and get use of all of those gyms. Planet Fitness, join in club or online, planetfitness.com.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
The boys of summer are ready to get back to the playoffs, and there's no better place to get your Tigers coverage than Woodward Sports. Join us all season long as we follow as our hometown Tigers claw and fight. This ball is gone! Boys are back in town. Feel the roar with Woodward Sports.
Summer just got serious. An upgrade for the Buzzin' Energy. Introducing Buzz and Energy from Loom. It's the same smooth THC buzz you love, now paired with a clean boost of caffeine from green tea extract. Made with real fruit juice and no artificial sweeteners, Buzz and Energy is bold in flavor, light in calories, and built for long summer days and even longer nights. Try it in refreshing peach and raspberry lemonade. Crack a can, catch a buzz, and keep the good vibes going. Available now at all 40 Loom locations across Michigan. Learn more at loom.com.
I forgot to mention.
Yes.
We're just vibing coming in. I got high, smoked the Mad Packs, and listened
Shout
to Bad
out.
Bunny 4 times in a row to Nuevo Lola.
Same
I
song?
don't know. Yeah, this is lit. This is a
What?
great fucking song. We have a special guest coming in, but
clown.
we need you guys to show some love. Get these likes up, please.
We do?
Please, yes, we do. You're the one that's scheduled.
Easy will get crunk.
Oh, yeah.
Screaming,
Shout out.
you know,
Oh,
the
yeah. Oh, it's perfect.
Perfect. But we do have more Dan Campbell, Lee McNeil, Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Chris, there's so many of them. I'm going to let you play them at your leisure because I know there's just a lot in there. I
Okay,
want to search
let's
for
do the one we teased before the break, the deep dive.
Video you guys put out, it was a no-nonsense video with the schedule. Did you find something out during that deep dive that you are going to implement immediately? Was there one thing last year that you said, we're not doing that again?
No, I just think there's so many things that go into it. There are. It's not just one thing. You know, when things don't go the way you want them to, it's not just one. Just like it's not one player, it's not one coach. It takes everybody to win, and it takes everybody to probably lose. You know, unfortunately. But I do think, man, just getting back to a little bit of the no nonsense. You know, it's a lot easier when nobody knows who you are. You know, I'm talking about us as a team and all that, because you now you kind of fly right under the radar, you know. But then the better you do, the more hype, the more you're doing this. This player gets paid. This coach, whatever. This coach moves on now. And it's all this other stuff that has nothing to do with what got us to that point. That gave everybody. We all reap the benefits of that. It's just a little bit, let's get back to that, man. Let's just get back to the business of what it is. It's about football, first and foremost, and it's about the guy next to you. That's it.
It sounds to me like the deep dive was kind of calling themselves soft last year.
They were. I mean, they were a little bit, and that's kind of a soft response, honestly. I don't really like the whole, they give us their best or now they see your best every time you play them. Like, okay, well, you give them your best. You play your best every week. That's kind of I don't want to say an excuse, but it's kind of whack. I don't like that as we lost games because teams were playing us harder. Nah, miss me on that.
Yeah. To be honest with you, too, I love Dan Campbell. I think we as a show have always glazed Dan Campbell, even when a lot of people in this network want him gone.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of a bullshit excuse.
I think so, too.
A little bit of something that he had to conjure up because they just didn't have the fucking horses last year. But you can't come away with that and not hold yourself accountable still. It's the same way when they get hurt. We still got to go out there and perform. There's no excuse. We want us to fucking just give up the game now? No, we still got to go and do it. So I think it's Dan Campbell using a little bit of his Jedi powers, but, I mean, we know what it was. That's why they're so happy to talk about Cade Mays.
Yeah. Larry Borum. Saving us.
I mean, even Ray Agnew talking about the defense today. You know, they're happy about the holes they're feeling across the roster. Jack Campbell talking about it. Like, that's really what the issue was last year. Albeit some of that was via injury. Some of it was also via cash on cap. Or Brad Holmes being a little stingy with some draft picks.
Stingy.
Because, again, the cash thing, I understand it. I understand that is what it is. You heard Dan Campbell say it himself today. The thing with me is, like, you don't need cash on deck to fucking make a trade.
No.
You know?
To bring in a player.
That's where I get a little bit upset. Especially we're talking about those third-round picks, man. You can let those go. You have let them go in the past, and it worked out for us. Yeah. Carlton Davis when healthy was phenomenal.
Probably his best trade.
Definitely
He's
his best trade. Yeah, definitely his best
trade by far.
Yeah. The biggest thing with Brad Holmes was the 2024 NFL draft class that resulted in Terrion Arnold, Ennis Rakestraw, Manu, Vaki Wingo, and you are lucky to get Mahogany late. who is
Yeah.
he took a step back, but he's playable.
He's probably your starting left guard.
The other ones all struggled. Even Terrion, first-round pick, that he's kind of pulverizing, and he hasn't played up to it. He hasn't played up to his potential. So that whole entire draft class, you getting nothing out of it for the most part. That's why this team missed the playoffs. This was a top 5 Super Bowl contender going into last season, and you completely shit the bed. You were lucky to go 9-8, and you missed the playoffs.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
You're right. I apologize, Nick.
You're right.
You're good.
They did have a tough schedule, too.
You had
Yeah, good move by you. Veteran move by you.
Veteran move.
Pulverized.
That's great.
He's just fucking the shit out of it.
He is demolishing. No, but you're right. It's that draft class.
Damn. Who in red? You see that?
Oh shit.
Damn, that's crazy. That's like
it's a car.
Yeah, it's a car.
That's a car.
That's a
for
great
sure.
car. Nice set of wheels.
God damn.
That
walking
thing's got
bets.
a nice set of 4 wheels on
Walking
it.
bets.
Low mileage.
The 2 wheels in the front, the 2 wheels in the back. Nick's taking a picture for his background.
Relax.
Do you guys ever see that in real life? All right, I used to work like all kinds of jobs. Like, I know Chris Spinney worked. Spinney actually had more jobs than me somehow. This guy's worked 152 jobs.
I've been working since I was 13.
Yeah.
12,
but I used to
13.
work like a lot of like labor jobs, like on construction sites and shit, like doing like lumber and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the old guys are fucking like they would do shit like that.
Yeah.
Take the picture of that car, the beautiful car we just saw across the street, and then make it their background.
Oh no.
I've seen them doing like real time. You guys ever see that?
I've never
shit?
seen that shit in
That's
real life.
Do you think,
creepy ass
you
shit,
think that's
dude.
a generational thing, or like just fucking like
I think
you
that's just
become
creep.
old and perverted?
Both?
Both. Yeah.
Do you think we'll end up that way?
No.
Are we
You
already?
might. You
I thought we
might.
were already kind of.
I don't think we're that bad though. I just send drunk
Speak
DMs.
for yourself.
Like, you know.
Yeah, it's fair. I did one time and it worked out in my favor. That was awesome. I was
Yeah.
nervous for that one.
That's really weird. Taking a picture of a random
Yeah.
person and making
We
it
see
your
all the time on the
background.
social media too.
We
like
see
the
that in
old guys taking
sports with
pictures of cheerleaders.
cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. But I feel like that's a generation thing because we have porn.
I don't
Also,
know.
that-
It might be,
We do not
and
promote
Instagram
we do
hoes.
not promote sexual gratification in any way. We do not promote the violence upon others in any way.
Aaron Green.
Don't
That
sue
car
us.
had a great set of personalities.
That car had a great personality for sure.
That car had a messed up rim.
Oh, did it?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, the
From
fucking
here.
bumper on that shit.
Yeah,
though,
from here it
like,
looked great.
yeah.
Was the back rim?
Yes.
Oh.
Back rim. You had a flat in the back.
The rims in the front were sick though. No?
Rims in the front were
It looked like he got hit by a semi in the back.
Oh.
Well, she's
I
gotta
feel
make-
bad for that car.
That car's gonna make it. Wait.
Love is real 214. No way easy work construction is past life. Not construction,
Okay.
but on a construction site.
It
Lumberyard.
might be a bit of a
Delivering
goon
lumber,
thing now
laying
that
the
I'm thinking
lumber.
about it. Because have you guys ever seen these? I've only seen these like a couple times, enough to know that it's like something.
Chris gonna say some wild shit, dude. I already know.
This is weird. But like, have you ever seen those like girls or guy reels where they're like, guys, like Instagram, find me this girl or find me this guy?
Easy
That's
did it
kinda
live
like-
on air.
That's kind of like one of those.
Easy put out a hit live
Wasn't for
on
me.
air.
It wasn't for me.
Yeah, no, that's
He said
that's
whoever
different.
bangs
That's
this
different.
dude's girl
That's
gets to
different.
come on the
Yeah, that's
show.
for everybody else, not me.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
but you know what I'm talking about? Have you seen those?
I do. I don't hate that though.
where it's like Instagram do your thing.
Yeah.
I feel like those are fake.
I respect those.
That's
Or those
but
creepy
that's
to you.
kind of like
That's
along
kind
the
of
same
creepy
lines.
too.
Is it?
But I
Well,
think
romantic.
no,
I think those are fake. Like I'm pretty sure those are
when
all
it's the
staged.
guy
Some of them
making
are
out
real.
with the girl at the bar, it's like somebody help me find this guy.
Yeah, do your
or-
thing.
Yeah, do your
That's
thing.
probably
And then
your
it's the
boyfriend.
guy with
Yeah.
the boyfriend.
Yeah,
Everything's fake online, dude.
that's
it
true.
is all
Everything,
for clicks.
everything
right now, live
except for
streams,
Woodward
everything.
Sports.
Exactly.
Yes. Except for this digital network right here.
Except for us online for right now, everything
Well,
is fake.
when we do live streams, it's not like we're like having some random person we don't know like come meet us up out in public or
Yeah,
some
that's
bullshit
weird.
like that. That's like the live streams.
I don't
nowadays,
even do. I don't
fucking
do
hate it.
Ubers or like Tinder or anything like that.
You don't do Ubers?
No, not unless I'm in like a different city.
You've done Ubers.
I don't like doing Ubers.
You should
I'll
do-
get in an
you
Uber.
should do Ubers sometimes.
I'll get in an Uber. I don't like calling Ubers. I don't trust that shit, man. That's how you get kidnapped.
You think you are abductable?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think anybody's abductable to a certain
think someone wants
point.
to steal you?
Yeah.
I would want to steal.
That would not be fun, even to do.
It would be if I put up a fight.
Yeah, it would be fun.
But Tinder, I don't like
You think
Tinder.
you're like a bad bitch or something?
God, man.
People try to chain you up and fuck you?
You know,
You're pulverized.
shit. No, but
Sweeney does think he just got the fatty.
I
Got
got a
pulverized by his Uber drive.
I'm just saying, I don't like meeting up with strangers. I don't tend to do that.
No, I get that.
That's how
but
you get.
Uber's just something
Anybody
totally
can
different.
get fucking roofied, bro. Like, it doesn't matter, you know. Doesn't matter how big you are.
Yeah.
I know somebody that did. Fun fact.
What a
He
loser.
I know
totaled
somebody
his
that-
car.
I know a couple
He
people.
totaled his car because he drove home because he didn't know he was like that fucked up till he got behind the wheel.
I know a
Damn.
couple people like that.
Damn, the boys are
all
back
right.
in.
It's back in town.
Bomber's pissed off, dude. He wouldn't even talk to me on the phone. It's crazy.
Let's go to
dude.
break. Damn, Gordy
Hey,
got
the
sunburned.
boys are in the house.
Let's go to
Shout
break.
out.
Come back. Dan Campbell, Amon-Ra. Chris. So when we come back, we got more
Hunter-
stuff from third day of OTAs.
150 likes, Easy slamming the bourbon.
I can't, guys. Don't do that to me.
150 likes.
Don't do that.
150 likes.
No, 170.
Get crunk.
170. Share house, my guy, Dr. Eric Duncan. I can't actually. I'm not doing that. Dr. Eric Duncan, hold it down the corner of Woodward Long Lake Road. Smash like button. All right, I'll do it. 175. I'll do it.
There you go.
There we go.
Shout out to my guy, Dr. Eric Duncan, hold it down at the corner of Woodward Long Lake Road, the massage chair house. Scan the QR code. Support those who support us. He had us for the draft party, and obviously, pure sponsor of the channel for a long, long time. Go support him. All you got to do is go subscribe to his YouTube channel, check it out, leave a comment. It means the world to us because he literally is the world to us. Keeps his company going. Check him out at the massage chair house.
The next generation of Detroit sports media is here. Crunch Time is back on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and Booner Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Taking Detroit sports coverage to the next level with massive interviews, viral moments, and the best live reactions. Get ready, Detroit. The young guns are taking over. Crunch Time on Woodward Sports. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Whether it's UFC on the Saturdays, NFL on Sundays, and everything in between, Art and Jake's is where I'm at, enjoying it all. Not just the games. I'm talking about the food, the drinks, 90 items on that menu,
90?
22 draft beers, and 80 TVs wall-to-wall to watch it all. Check them out. Download the AJ's app and get special discounts today. Buongiorno. Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Easy, joined by Spin More Rax.
Hey,
Young
Darren.
Chris, Nicholas, Cole off. Smash like button, be a friend, tell a friend to share the stream. Yeah, yeah, do that on the cam.
Yeah.
Let them know what you're doing.
I have been.
Let them know what you're doing.
What do
I
you
have
do?
been.
Do it on the cam.
Throwing up gang signs?
Yeah,
You
just
should
throwing up
chug it on
gang
the can.
signs. Just throwing up gang signs. You know me.
Well, the chat will know soon.
Peace out, Gordo.
Yeah, I know.
Chris is lightweight. But speaking of Chris, you got a shit ton of videos. I don't want to drown you by having you search them out, pick them out. Just
Throw one up.
let
All
them
right,
roll.
just say something nice about me, then I'll play one.
You look like Abe Lincoln.
You have
Thank
great
you.
nips.
You have great nips.
2 for 2.
We try to do that every year, and man, they'll mesh with those other guys. It'll be good, you know.
Speaking of some of those new guys, we talked to Jack on Wednesday after day one, and he said it's refreshing to see kind of just a new hunger amongst some of those new guys. I know it's only been 2 practices, but has there been any new faces that have stuck out in those first 2 days?
I mean, there's been a lot of guys that have done really well for 2 days in pajamas. And then there's some that are learning through it. You know, they're working through it. They're learning. But there again, I'm done with the hype of the pajama party in May. So, man, it's about the mental, it's about the movement skills, like all that other stuff doesn't matter. And then we'll find out in training camp who's who. This will be the most competition we've had, in my opinion. I think top tier competition. I mean, this will be good. This is going to be good across the board. So now it's just there again. Let's get acclimated. We want to hit the ground running when we get to late July, August. That's what we want. So that's really what this time's about.
I love to hear this.
That's what it is,
from
baby.
Dan Campbell. I love to hear that what Tyler Conklin told us is true. That what we've heard from these guys is true, that they were sick of that shit. They got embarrassed last year. As much as some of you guys out there didn't want to say last year was a failure, it was a complete failure. And
Who said it's not a failure?
Your
Who
boy.
said it's not a failure?
People that say 9-8.
Your boy.
Oh, we went
Stick?
500.
Stick did, and somebody else that we talked about earlier.
Boone?
Nope.
Neil?
But no, not here. Stick did say that though.
Okay,
but they know it was a failure.
Expose them.
They are disgusted by what happened, as they should be.
Yeah.
And he's done with he looks good in camp. He's done with this is going to be his year. No, go out there, win the rep, earn the job. That's what you have to do, and that's what it should be. That's football in its basic form. I don't care how much you're getting paid. I don't care where you were drafted. I don't care what your name is. Go out there and win your job every fucking day. And that's what you have to do to keep these guys hungry. And that's why when they brought in all of these secondary players, or Larry Borum, or these guys that are borderline starters in the NFL, they are going to push your starters to higher octane. They are going to push your starters to better play because they've started. And if you fuck up once, they're waiting for you to take that spot. And I fucking love it. That's what it has to be.
You got to be ready to play.
Exactly.
Shout out to Michael Jordan. That's why they brought these guys in, to fill the holes on top of that. And I think we have Ray Agnew in the competition, if you want to grab that one, Chris, but it don't even matter. That is what it is. That's what this country, before we were occupied and invaded, that's what was founded on. That's capitalism. Go out and get it, brother. The toughest dog in the block's gonna win.
Go out there and find that fucking dog.
Exactly. Nick?
Yeah, I mean, it's great to hear from the coach, and obviously he's going to talk like this after a disappointing season, and you bring in people to try to compete, everything that you want to hear, but did he bring in the right people to compete is going to be the question. Did he bring in the right people to elevate and enhance this select core that was banged up, that did get in trouble? Did he bring in the right people? Are you guys feeling comfortable with that right tackle battle that we talked about?
Yes.
Are you guys comfortable with the cornerbacks that we brought in?
Yes.
I am.
Exactly. So that's going to be the biggest question. Are you guys comfortable with the guys that they brought in to have these camp battles with, to help elevate the already proven players that are on this team?
Oh, yeah. That was for nitty gritty. No, I am comfortable. The cornerbacks in the safety room, I like those guys a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And they're gonna make some things happen in the back end. I know that you're just stuck on this right tackle position, Nick, and you're worried about it.
I'm talking about the whole entire
You're stuck on
landscape.
Band-Aid brand because
whole
Band-Aid
enchilada.
sticks on you.
What are you talking about?
He's 2000s, baby. You don't know what that means.
Oh, damn. Do you know K9 Advantix?
No, and I'm not
You remember that
stuck
one?
on the right tackle. That was a
Thanks
valid
again for
question.
sending me K9 Advantix.
We did
Hello,
not
mother.
celebrate.
Hello, Father.
Fleas
He
and
takes
ticks,
mosquitoes.
they really bother.
Did we
Thanks for the package.
Did we
That's why
celebrate
I'm
a
writing.
single? Did we
K9
celebrate a
Advantix
single
really
free
stops
agent signing?
all the biting.
I couldn't hear because he was
Did
singing.
we
Yeah, Bud
celebrate
Clark.
a Bud Clark?
Chuck Clark.
Chuck Clark.
Bud Clark was in the draft. Chuck
I
Clark,
didn't know what your
yes.
question was.
Did we celebrate a single free agent signing?
I did like Chuck Clark.
Yeah, I like Chuck Clark.
I like DJ one more than others. I'm not telling you he's gonna be fucking elite. I'm not telling you he's gonna be like a star or anything like that. But I like him more than others. Like I kind of think it's crazy. I think you're muted, Chris. I kind of think it's crazy that people are even like, all due respect, but people are putting over him. Like this guy who's at 8 sacks.
He's gonna be
twice
the
in this
starter.
league. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's good, and He's versatile. That's what they're looking for this year. They don't know what type of defense they're going to run. They don't have the personnel for base defense, so they're trying multiple different things out. Larry Borum, TJ Wanham is versatile. Not only can he rush, he plays a run. He could drop back into coverage. Like, he's a stand-up rusher.
Yeah, DJ Wanham. You like DJ Wanham a lot.
More than other people.
I liked Cade Mays a lot. I thought that was a great signing. I
love
thought
Cade Mays.
you brought in a guy
I
that
predicted that like a fucking.
You did. That was impressive. That will solidify the pass protection in the middle of your offensive line at the very least, because he is a very good pass blocking center.
Yeah,
now he's not a all-pro that you're head over heels in love with, but for what you got him at and for what the market was, it was a very good signing.
I will say that too. Dan Campbell was trying his best not to give out compliments today. Cade Mays, the way he was talking about Cade Mays there for a minute, gushing over him for a minute.
Because you didn't
You
have a center last year.
You didn't. And then you replace him with this behemoth of a man who still has upside in this league.
And he hunts turkeys.
That's what you want in your offensive line.
Yes.
You need a couple Samoans.
A couple MAGAs.
You need some MAGAs.
And a light skin.
That's
what we got.
That's what you get a good offensive line with. So that make you feel better, Nick, knowing you got the recipe.
Yes, that does make me feel better. I was just trying to, bring it all together, honestly, with the question. Not strictly talk about the right tackle there, Spencer.
You got 40% of just
Jesus
now.
Christ.
40%.
You got 40%.
That's 40% of your worry is the right tackle spot for sure.
I think the reason why I didn't get as excited about Cade, I mean, don't get me wrong, I expected it. It was like, I don't know.
I think I'm equally
but that's the best signing for sure.
It was the
that's
best
the number one signing they had this offseason.
I agree.
Greg Dortch.
I'm equally as worried.
That's a stacked room, too.
Yeah, wide receiver room is nice.
I'm equally as worried with the left guard than I am the right tackle.
Yeah, I'm more worried.
I'm more worried about left guard.
For sure.
Yeah.
A couple sixth rounders battling.
But they're next to Penei Sewell.
We're having a mid-off!
You got to think. Now they're next to Penei Sewell.
Yeah.
So that makes you instantly better than you were before.
That is
true.
It
definitely helped Tate
It's like putting
in
on
his
certain
rookie
shoes in 2K, you get like certain attributes.
Yeah. You got the Penei.
He's a floor general or whatever. Yeah. That's true. That's a good point.
That'll help.
And there's another kid too that is actually pretty solid, but he just can't stay healthy. Brad Holmes' trademark.
Yeah.
Ben Barch.
Ben
Barch was solid with the 49ers. He's actually a pretty good guard. Like if he remains healthy, he is going to be your starting left guard.
I would not. And that's another spot that is up for grabs that you have multiple people fighting over, whether it's Miles or Christian or Ben or Juice. You've got a couple guys fighting over that spot.
And let's hear Ags real quick before we go to break on
Ags, you know him like that?
Ags.
Yeah, you know.
You fight with him on an Ags level?
Sources, you know what I mean?
You see that from you guys' perspective too, from the front office? Are you expecting a lot of competition?
Yeah, I mean, nothing breeds winning than competition. It brings the best out of you. Either you step up or you get left behind. So it's great to have all the competition at all the positions that we have.
Those are the principles this goddamn country was founded on. Damn it!
You get up or you get out the way. I like it. I mean, that's what you need. Those are the principles that this team was founded on. Those are the principles that Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes preach. And you're not going to have guys just starting just because they're supposed to start. You gotta earn your spot every day. You gotta earn your
it with your chest.
There might be teas. Yeah, he was a starter. Oh, that was in Jacksonville. He was starting. I thought he was starting for the 49ers. He has a couple starts for the 49ers. Let me see if he began the season as a starter. Hold on.
Legend killer.
No. He was not. Still. I like the prospect.
Ben.
I listen. Left guard might be a weakness for us, but like Smitty said, you're next to Penei Sewell.
Might not be great.
It's definitely the weakest spot of your offense.
Here's this too, real quick. Remember in 22 and 23, Jonah Jackson, when we had him, was missing games every other week.
Yeah.
And no matter who we put at the left guard spot, at one point it was Dan fucking Skipper.
Dan Skipper.
It worked out.
Yeah. But we can't.
It worked out because that offensive line was so elite. Now we don't have.
Yes, we can't compare because we don't have Ragnow and Decker.
Hall of Famer and
borderline
Pro
Penei
Bowler.
I'm trying, guys.
But you've got Penei Sewell and Cade Mays, which is a Hall of Famer and a good center.
But they had Penei Sewell last time, so
he was a right guard. He was a right tackle.
I mean, still, but
he
he
said
was
it was
on the
in
line.
between Taylor Decker.
No, I was just talking about the offensive line in general. That's how
we're talking about that
afford.
spot specifically, and that spot specifically is in between Penei Sewell and Cade Mays. Don't look at me like that.
6 inches.
Which I would say is pretty comparable to being between Taylor Decker and Frank Ragnow.
Kevin Zeitler is available right now.
He's doesn't
Bring
he
him
want to
back.
retire though?
He could be.
Oh, that's
Maybe that's the situation, and his family's in Tennessee. That's why. It's one of the reasons he went to Tennessee. Obviously, we didn't offer him enough money. Brad Holmes.
Shut up and take my money.
But
Shut up
maybe
and take
also
my
he's,
money.
he's a veteran. You know what these vets do? They sit around till camp comes
Yeah.
around, and
Bring
they
'em up.
Yeah, I'm
Bring 'em
not fucking
up,
playing
bring
full
'em up.
camp. You know what I am. I've been in this league fucking multiple years now.
I would take
Pro
Kevin
Bowls,
Zeitler.
all pros. Yeah, fucking.
Can you
need
play
me?
left guard?
Sign me up.
Respects herself.
Which I didn't really watch him in Tennessee.
Shout out
last year,
Gabby,
but,
dude.
Yeah. Shout out Gabby Rip.
Rip.
That was a crazy
Yeah,
hire.
Rip.
I ain't gonna lie.
Check it out.
I'll keep it a buck. That was a wild hire.
She was cool though.
Yeah.
Was that?
I had some moments.
That
with
was
her.
not her.
No. We all had some moments.
We all had some moments.
We all had some
That
moments.
was for sure her.
Yeah.
This bitch
He did that.
Yeah.
herself.
Let me check.
That's from her acting portfolio.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
That's gold.
Yeah.
We'll get the actual video if you want.
We can get the actual video.
The videos.
You said you were a warrior, but you're nothing but a coward. That's her too.
That's funny.
But Gabby is cool.
Shout out Gabby. Yeah, she's a cool
It's
person.
not her fault she's put in that situation.
No, she was. Yeah.
Shout
she was
out.
thrown into the deep end.
Yeah, she
The
was.
piss is not gonna matter on Judgment
She was
Day.
thrown to the sharks. Here, manage the sports company. You know you know shit about sports.
Yeah.
And have no background in management.
Yeah.
And
What
cover the lines.
fuck?
No
You went to
experience,
school for
though.
acting.
You're the
Go ahead
s-
and manage the
You're
sports
the
company.
CEO.
What the fuck was
You're
that?
the CEO.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was nuts.
She tried her hardest, man. I'll tell you.
Shout out this
Maybe thought we'd all be
offensive
horned for it
line.
or something. I don't know. Go ahead. Sorry.
Shout out
Nick's
this
getting
offensive
nervous,
line.
dude.
Yeah,
He can't
I
hurt
don't
us
want you guys
anymore,
to fuck it.
He can't hurt you anymore.
I don't want you guys to
can't
cancel
hurt
yourself.
you.
I mean, he can, but
Cancel. She's cool. I'm friends with Gabby.
yeah, I like her stuff.
Yeah.
She
Shout
does yoga.
She's
stuff.
doing yoga stuff now. Yeah.
But continue on, Nick.
All right, so we talked about left guard. We talked about right tackle. Yeah, baby. You guys are big on Cade Mays. Obviously, he had the one season of success. Do you guys see him ascending even to more of a quality starter or like borderline Pro Bowl talent?
Cade Mays. I think he will be right in there. Quality starter, above average, a good center. He's going to be a good center in the league, not somebody you have to worry about.
Top 16?
Top
Top
10?
16, yes. Top 10, yes. I would say top 10.
Easy?
Name 10 centers, like
Yeah,
you know.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, but I think
Oh,
top,
Juice can start left guard.
I think top
We
10.
take no Juice Scruggs.
Yeah, bro.
That's a sick name, dude.
The juice is loose. I think top 10 is a reasonable expectation.
Jay Washington wants the video easy.
I think JV's got it, honestly.
I'll get it. Well, you guys got to give us 170 likes.
This
On his
bitch
70 likes.
respects herself.
170 likes. That's all I'm
Easy
asking.
also has
Good
to
for her, dude. I
chug.
wish I could be in it. We got Sean's too.
We got Sean.
Yes.
Sean's a wild one.
Sean's is crazy.
Sean's is crazy.
This guy will not stop coming, dude.
Sean's
When
wild.
he said it in the chat, and everybody was like, "What?"
yeah, because only like 4 of us know that. You can't just say that.
I fucking love Sean
Poor
Baligian, dude. I swear I love Sean Baligian. He's
Sean
so
Baligian's
fucking
the
funny.
man. He is the man.
He's such a cool guy.
Top 15, yes. Top 10. Explain said, can I name 10 centers? Probably not.
Probably not.
Niels the GOAT says Pro Bowl means nothing at the Shadur. It's not
That's
the
true.
fact of Pro Bowl. It is the
Level.
fact of the level.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the level of play where you are
Deserving
top
of a Pro
5,
Bowl.
top
Yeah.
6 of your position. That's what Pro Bowl means to me.
Yeah.
You can obviously, poke holes in the whole Pro Bowl debate. Shadur, the quarterback for the Ravens, Huntley.
Tyler
Obviously.
Huntley. 3 touchdowns.
Golf
I think.
sequel.
I think he had 3 touchdown passes.
Who the hell is
the
golf?
thing with the Pro Bowls too
Yeah.
at the offensive line
he
position,
good?
like you'll see those glamour positions, the guys already make millions of dollars turn down a Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks, wide receivers. The offensive linemen aren't paid like them. So they're going.
I
They're
will
going
s-
to get that check.
Yeah.
I will say
Centers
this.
for sure.
Yeah.
I forgot to say this yesterday on air, but the Jeremiah Love, was he good? He went to the Arizona Cardinals. I believe the Lions play at Arizona this year. Guaranteed Lions admin says,
Was he
good?
good?
In a
Yeah.
highlight post. Calling it right now. We'll play it
Well-
back. They're going to cook the shit.
We should do it first.
Yes.
Fuck a Lions admin.
Let's go.
We
I'm
gotta
right
get-
there with you.
We gotta get that. Why you
Shout out.
Don't give out the gold. Now any schmuck can do it. Nick, damn it.
Yeah, no,
No,
that's
a
going to
good
happen,
call.
though.
That's a good
Don't
call.
do it.
That's going to happen.
Yeah,
Shout
that's
out.
That's a good call. I
Was
wish-
he good? Who is that?
touchdown, Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Especially if your rushes for one.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
And love fumbles.
I can't wait for football to be back, dude. Football is back. Oh, my God. It's been so bad. It's been so bad as a Michigan State fan and a Detroit fan. I've had nothing.
Well,
the Pistons gave me something.
Yeah.
The Pistons gave me something for a little bit. And I will respect that. That's my bad. Respect to the Pistons. The Pistons gave me something great. Yeah. But other than that, it's been nothing.
Cavaliers put up no fight in that series.
Yeah.
That was so
We wouldn't
gross.
have got swept.
We would not.
We probably
would
have lost, but we wouldn't have got swept.
We would not have gotten swept.
Yeah.
Chris?
Oh, I agree with that. We would not have gotten swept. Like, we just would have had more heart
Knicks
than that.
were fucking.
This bitch respects herself.
This bitch respects herself. All right, let's hear.
Penei Sewell was paid like that. Easy says nitty-gritty. Yes, he is, and he was at the Pro Bowl too. But
Yep. That's because Penny's a different type of animal, though.
Penei's a type of, and he got out the mud. He used to live in a fucking shack. I'm sure
Shack.
he's gonna get every single dollar he
Shacked
can.
up.
But obviously, you guys
He's
know what I'm
got
talking about.
kids.
Interior offensive lineman, not fucking left tackles and right tackles.
Let's go to break. We'll come back. We got more Lions. We're gonna talk Lions. Who do we got? Ray. We got
Chris.
We got
we
Blake
got
Miller.
Eggs.
Let's
Someone
run.
say big eggs.
Let's run Blake Miller coming back. I want to hear what he had to say, and I want to get Nick's reaction to it. Because Larry Borum, per a extremely, probably the most reliable source you could have on Lions news, Larry Borum took the first snap at right tackle.
Detroit Lions select.
Tell us about Thrive, Nick. Or
I'll tell you about.
That's why Booner left, by the way. He didn't want to be wrong while he's not there.
What?
Wait, are we doing all?
We got to double up. So Supreme. Let me tell you about Supreme Lending, man. Call Chad and Chris. Their numbers are on the screen. I'm buying a house right now. 0% down payment programs available. And if you mention Woodward Sports, you get $500 off your appraisal. These guys got a 97% customer satisfaction score and a 97% close on time. They don't waste your time, and they deliver a good job. Make sure you're tapped in with the boys, Chris and Chad, at Supreme Lending. Check it out. Now tell us about All Day.
All Day, Ethan. Listen, I was over at North End Tap Room right there drinking Founders beer because they are all over the state. And it's been 15 years since they've been giving you the crisp, delicious taste of the India Pale Ale known as All Day IPA. Whether you're camping, whether you're at the bonfire, golfing, on the boat, whatever you're doing this summer, you know you're going to be drinking All Day IPAs, so go get some right now. It's Founders Brewing Company. They're a staple in Michigan. It's All Day IPA.
Hunting season is almost here, Detroit, and your Lions are on the prowl. Make sure you're locked into Woodward Sports for all the Dan Campbell reactions, Jared Goff touchdowns, Amon-Ra first downs, Penny pancakes, Kirby picks, Gibbs big plays, and of course, Jack Fox's leg. Stay locked in on all your Lions coverage right here on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Some days call for light, others lean bold. What about everything in between? All Day IPA, the easy choice for every day. Citrusy, crisp, refreshing. Flavor you can float with. Light on the hops, big on refreshment. One's great. 2, even better. Brewed with you in mind. No shortcuts, no fuss. Big on flavor, never too much. All Day IPA. Hop into Easy.
Miss all the Detroit Pistons coverage on Woodward Pistons on YouTube. Head over and subscribe now for in-depth Pistons coverage, player interviews, roundtables, and live watch parties. The bad boys of Detroit media are here. Woodward Sports.
I'll tell you about your daddy's dip. Most people think energy comes in a 16-ounce can full of sugar and neon-colored liquid, but you know better. It's time to upgrade your game with Thrive Energy Pouches. This isn't your daddy's dip. It's tobacco-free, nicotine-free, mental powerhouse, packing 300 milligrams of clean, smart caffeine. No jitters, no sugar crashing, zero bloating. Thrive can be found online at dipstop.com. Remember to use promo code WSN for 15% off your entire order and exclusively at all Market Fresh and Market Square locations. thrive. Clean energy, 0 distractions. They just effing work.
This ain't your daddy's pizza. Buddy's
It is your daddy's pizza.
It's your granddaddy's pizza.
Yeah.
Shout out to Buddy's, the original Detroit-style pizza since 1946. They've been doing it for 80 years. They got everything. You've seen it on the streams, man, here at Woodward. They got pizza, they got wings, they got meatballs, they got salad,
so
they got
good, dude.
they got a whole bunch of good stuff. So make sure you are tapped in with Buddy's, and make sure you save 10% on your entire order when you order online at buddyspizza.com. Use the promo code 10meal. That's 10meal at buddyspizza.com. Check it out.
Check it out. We got a super chat in there from Travesty8. He says, happy, okay, the starters are next to the rooks, so no rush. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think you only have one rookie that's really fighting for a starting spot. Maybe Keith Abney is too, but I would say Blake Miller's the only one really fighting for a starting spot here. We are live.
Derek Moore.
I'm Woodward Sports. I don't think he's going to fight for that spot.
They traded up for him in the second round.
To be
Nick,
a weapon defensively.
You said compete
Literally
for a starting spot.
Realistically competing for a starting spot, yeah, I only think it's Blake. I think Keith Abney is
I
more
think you're
realistically
wrong.
I think you're just a
Wrong.
Michigan fan. That's fair.
Wrong.
Michigan's slappy.
But
That's just
we're live
not
here on
true.
Woodward Sports. Smash that like button.
Very true.
Not true.
Spencer Raxter.
You were big on
Eazy.
JJ McCarthy.
Nick, you were.
Where's he at now?
Bum.
You
And
won
Chris,
a natty.
Not a bum.
So did Derek. You won a natty with Derek Moore.
We're talking about NFL pros.
Bro, I was happy when they drafted him. You know why? Because I knew he wasn't winning shit. Let's go.
Yeah, sure you were.
Yeah, okay.
That's
On the tape.
All
On the
All
tape.
right, but speaking of rookies and the one really fighting for a starting spot, Blake Miller had his first OTA today, and here's what he had to say. Shout out Doc of Detroit Sports Podcast for this video.
Obviously, the game's a lot faster. There's a lot that goes on pre-snap, and having to have your eyes in the right place, have a process before you walk up to the line, have a process at the line for play call, kills, what the defense is doing, what the snap count is. Like, just there's so much that you have to pay attention to, but really honing in on a process pre-snap so that you're approaching it the same every single time. Yeah, kind of like I was talking about earlier. I mean, it's so awesome to have those guys, those veteran players out here who, even just watching them go through Indy, like sitting there on the iPad, clicking through their film and watching how they do things and learning stuff from them, seeing it out there in person, the speed of it. Like, just having those guys out here is awesome. And then obviously, the knowledge that they can impart in between plays to you, and just like being able to see them do things, like you really get a vision of this is what it's supposed to look like.
That right there is why I'm okay with the Larry Borum stuff coming out like today.
Yes.
Training camp, you expected to change, but right now he's a rookie. His first NFL practices happened this week. They didn't have a rookie mini camp like they usually do. They skipped over that. This is his first practice in the NFL this week. He's honing in his pre-snap process. Like, let him get that stuff under the way, and then he can move into, obviously, what we know he is a damn good football player.
And that's the biggest thing with a rookie is getting the feel for the NFL. We always hear about the speed of these guys out there just being otherworldly. And, yeah, did Larry Borum take the first snap at right tackle? Per sources, yes. I still wholeheartedly believe that Blake Miller will be the starting right tackle for this team week 1. But, yeah, you want him to get his feet wet a little bit. You want to dip a toe in before you throw him into the fire because it's OTA day 1. You don't need to put him out there and to get him frazzled. No, let him feel it out. Let him get his rhythms. Let him get used to the cadences. Let him truly learn how Goff likes to do things at the line of scrimmage, and then he'll be there. I'm not worried about him at all.
Nick?
Am I worried about Blake Miller? Like I just said to start the show, I didn't need to hear this audio to change my perspective on what I believe Blake Miller can be. And am I going to give him time to develop before I crush this kid? Yes, I will. Come week 1, if he lets up 4 sacks and we lose because of it, no, I won't. But, I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah,
I mean,
you will.
Yeah, that's what I just said. If he gives up 4 sacks, we'll all be crushing Blake Miller. If he gives up 4 sacks, strip fumble to lose the game, I think we all will. But he obviously is a Detroit Lions character guy. They drafted him for a reason. They've had eyes on him at Clemson for a reason. He fits the character. He fits the locker room. He's not going to cause any trouble, that's for sure. He's going to get down to business. He's going to have to, dive in the playbook and, get in a cohesive group with this offensive line and, work as one as a unit. So Blake Miller, I truly hope he is the best right tackle the Detroit Lions have ever drafted. But,
hey,
let's go.
I will say, when it comes to
special guest,
when it comes to Blake Miller, one, there's something about him you can trust.
Yeah.
No, two, more importantly,
Chris trusts him a lot more than Larry Borum.
Yeah, the poise that he has. I mean, look, we've seen people from media that have been in the NFL for over a year answer questions terribly, like J.J. McCarthy. The poise that this man has, I think, is just it's refreshing to see, man. It's refreshing to see.
Yeah, and that plays the part of, like what Nick was saying. Like, he is the locker room guy. He is the Lions guy. He is the Dan Campbell guy, and hopefully he trends to be an elite tackle in this league. And we got somebody here who's our guy. And we're going to go to break. We're going to come back, and then we're going to have him on. We're going to keep talking Lions because we got some Lee McNeil audio. We got a ton of stuff to talk about. But we're excited for this. First, tell us about Black Rock, Easy.
I'll tell you guys about Black Rock. No matter what the event is, Black Rock Bar and Grill has got you covered. Is it a quinceañera? Is it your draft party? Is it going to watch the game? A watch party, some may call it. Black Rock's got you covered. The best thing, they got something for everybody, whether it's a cocktail, a mocktail, some salad, their stacked burgers, or their famous steaks grilled in the stone to perfection by you or a chef. Make sure you visit blackrockrestaurants.com to find a location near you.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at WoodwardSports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at WoodwardSports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Mad Packs. Go to getmadpacks.com and find a store near you carrying the best product in the game, whether it's the high-low pre-rolls, the Boom Shakalaka Tarantulas, the TACA Blizzard Pack Infused Moon Rocks, or any of their top-shelf strains. Go to getmadpacks.com and find it near you today. Mad Flavor, Mad High, Mad Packs.
As promised, we have a special guest in today's show.
Mic drop, I win, you lose.
He's back! He's back! Flannel, how you doing, brother?
I'm great, man.
It's
Hey,
good
how
to
you guys
see you,
doing?
dude. That was awesome.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
You know, I'm great. And before we go any further, I just want to publicly on here give a special shout out to the boys at Crunch Time.
Shout out.
Jeff, Booner, Caleb, Gentry, Lucas.
Shout out.
During my time where I wasn't here, they gave me a platform. I got to be on their show every week, got to do watch parties with them, and it's so glad that we're all reunited. It's just a different electricity.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
It really is. Somebody asked me about that this week, and I was like, it's in the air, dude. I don't have enough words to describe it. You have to come by the studio.
Is there anything that any takes you want to get off your chest, off
How do you
rip?
feel about Blake Miller?
Okay, we can start with Blake Miller.
Let's start with Blake Miller.
I'm obviously happy, like everybody, that they addressed the tackle position. My way of going about it, I would have drafted Monroe Freeling, and I will stand by that Monroe Freeling is going to be better. That doesn't mean that I'm rooting against Blake Miller or I'm trying to victory lap or anything like that. I'm just not going to do the whole, I like Monroe Freeling better, but because the Lions got him, now I'm a Blake Miller guy. Because Monroe Freeling, to me, last year in a more premium position at left tackle, he put up better pass blocking numbers when it came to percentage of pressures allowed, percentage of hits allowed, hurried allowed. They both allowed the same number of sacks. Blake Miller and Monroe Freeling
in the SEC.
Yes, much more premium competition in the SEC, and people forget about this. Clemson did not play Miami. What does that mean? Blake Miller skipped Ruben Bain and Akeem Messidor. I'm not saying Blake Miller isn't going to be good, and right now he's a little more polished and obviously a better run blocker, and I know the plan is Panay at left, Blake Miller at right, but I think Monroe Freeling is going to be better. But I'm ultimately happy, like everybody, that they addressed the tackle position because they had no choice.
We got I ain't say that with the super chat says Flannel Sam has aura, do not deny it. And then Spenmo Bag says, Flannel, how do you feel about TK85? Does he make the team?
Nope. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I know people like to pimp his returning stuff, and he made some plays in the return game, but you're never going to see me be happy for TK85. I'm dead serious. Sometimes I actually...
Can't be happy for the guy?
No, I can't. I actually sometimes root against my own team's interest if it's TK85 making a play. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm kind of like...
Oh, you can drop that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. Yes. Ooh. Because I know... I'm just going to get blown up. Even now, even today.
That's true. They're going to come for you.
Yes.
Showtime Tate says, fuck yes, Flannel is back. Miss you, my guy. Riley Green still sucks. Go Blue.
Hey, Riley Green actually has a 300 average. His power is down. His power is down, and we'd like to see him hit some more home runs, but Riley Green is the least. Like him and Kevin McGonigal and Dylan Dinkler are the least, and I repeat, least of the Tigers' problems, and they have many.
I agree.
I agree with
Those three in a bunch of
bums.
Am I tripping? This is like barbecue right now.
KC Flannel.
Yeah, Flannel came through. He's got sausage in his
He's got a trench coat full of sausages.
Taking out by the smokers and the barbecue.
He's got ribs in his
Never forget when he got ketchup with it. That was nuts.
I got the fries across your eyes. I got burgers. Well, I just got burgers.
Dude, that is one thing I miss about the old studio. I will say that. The view.
Yeah. I mean, we've been blessed here a few
We've been
times
blessed.
as well.
Yeah, we've been blessed.
And new views, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
New views.
Yeah,
Views. They're old and stale.
Not that, but just, you know, you see the same. I never got tired of seeing the same thing.
No, it was pretty great.
All right. We asked about Blake Miller. How do you feel about Derek Moore? I know you're a Michigan fan. Despite Brad Holmes saying he's probably going to give Hutch a spell, Nick continues to believe he's going to compete for a starting spot.
That was the first time saying it on air about
Nick
the starting spot.
continues to preach him as a starter.
Oh, that's just not true. I said he can compete for one. We don't have a solidified other side defensive end.
DJ Wanham?
Is Larry Borum the backup?
DJ Wanham's better than Larry Borum.
DJ Wanham's better than Larry Borum.
Larry Borum was a backup.
Okay,
DJ
let's not act like he's a world beater though.
He's better than
He's
Larry
the
Borum.
best defensive end you have outside of
I agree, but he's not a solidified starter that is proven quality snaps. Flannel, how do you feel?
Nick, you're 100% right. And I'm going to take this beyond the Derek Moore discussion because Derek Moore, I think that he's set up well for success. I like him as a prospect. I think, obviously, being in the same defensive end room as Hutch is a good thing. And the fact that Brad Holmes addressed it in the second round, I needed it for my own soul and for my sanity. And Brad Holmes did deliver. I'll give him that. First round tackle, second round edge. That's what needed to happen. But I'm still not satisfied with the way that the opposite edge position has been addressed this offseason.
Come on.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Really? Really?
Is it better or worse than last year?
It's about the same.
I'd say it's better.
Here's my problem, and I think we can all kumbaya a little bit over this. When we were talking about players who were still available in free agency at the time that the Lions signed DJ Wanham, there were a lot of really nice edge rusher options that were available that the Lions didn't get, and nobody's gotten yet except for Adante Fowler. He went to the Seattle Seahawks. You had Jadeveon Clowney out there who would have gotten for cheap.
Still
you
out
had
there.
Cam Jordan out there who you would have had to pay a little bit more for, but you know, still he's a lot better than a DJ Wanham. I'm a Dante.
Is he a lot better than DJ
Yes,
Wanham?
yes. DJ Wanham, let me give you a power stat.
right,
because that's
power
what I
stat.
do. Because
Flannel power
I
stats.
got my handy dandy notes right here. DJ Wanham is a career 8% pressure guy. 8%. Last season had a horrific season as a pass rusher. 7.8%. 29 pressures on like 365 pass block snaps. And what concerns me about that is he's also not that far removed from a major quad injury. And DJ Wanham over his career isn't a high pressure rate guy. I know he had 2 8-sack seasons in Minnesota, but I think that there's a lot of guys out there that were better. Dante Fowler Jr., he's not available now, but they could have got him. You've got even Joey Bosa. I would have even rather them did Hassan Reddick or Leonard Floyd.
Hassan Reddick, didn't he get paid though?
Did he?
I don't know.
No, that was.
I was going to say, I think
Jalen Phillips. That's what
I mean, I would have loved Jalen Phillips, but he made a pretty penny. But to me, it was more about there were guys out there who have career pressure rates in the double digits, who have had double-digit sack seasons. Except for Clowney, I think he had 2 9.5, who I think for the most part were much better than DJ Wanham last year. If you want to say DJ Wanham provides you something as more of a high snap, every down guy, a little bit younger, I can understand that to some degree, but I don't even think he's necessarily like a good run defender. I think he's just somebody who you can put out there and he's not going to be catastrophic. And also, they did all of that. Basically, your offseason at the edge rusher room was second-round draft pick, who I like, but it's a crapshoot, DJ Wanham, and the dead body of Peyton Turner, and you lost Al-Qadim Muhammad.
Peyton Turner's back.
Peyton Turner's back. Played 31 of a possible 85 games in his career.
Ahmed Hassanin, dude.
Okay.
The Egyptian magician.
You don't believe in the Egyptian magician?
Absolutely not.
I like DJ Wanham. I like DJ Wanham more than other people do. Because in Minnesota he had the situation he has with Hutch with another edge rusher opposite of him, Daniel Hunter, causing a ruckus, causing extra attention to him. He has these one-on-one matchups he hasn't really had elsewhere.
That's true, and Aiden Hutchinson is going to make everybody's life easier, whether it's rookie Derek Moore, whether it's DJ Wanham. Peyton Turner, if he ever plays a game, rises from his NFL coffin.
Gotta believe, Flannel.
Right. Gotta believe. And how did that work out for Davenport? No, but
trash.
But like,
That's why I said
there's still the point is that would Jadeveon, would Cam Jordan, would Dante Fowler, would Joey Bosa, would Hassan Reddick, would Leonard Floyd have been better opposite Hutch than DJ Wanham? I believe so. I believe they're better players. I believe they're better pass rushers overall. And I think in that particular move, and that particular move, I won't even go through the whole edge rushing room. That particular move was a little bit of Brad Holmes being the smartest man in the room when there were obvious options out there, including guys who you wouldn't have to pay a lot to, like Jadeveon Clowney.
But he could still bring one of those guys in, Flannel. Isn't that what we say every year?
Yeah, and then I'd be fine. I would put down my swords, but until or unless, I'm going to have lots of concerns about the edge rushing room.
With these names you're naming, unfortunately, is I don't know if he's being the smartest man in the room more than just sticking to their guns with like the Dan Campbell type. You know, I don't necessarily know those guys fit that bill.
Yeah, but they've made mistakes before, obviously, when it comes to free agents,
We're coming
draft.
off season missing the playoffs because of those same mistakes.
Absolutely, and that's just so beyond unacceptable that I can't even put into words. And I'm glad that everybody in this room agrees with that it was just a catastrophic failure, and hopefully they come back hungry.
It was terrible. It sounds like have you listened to any of the audio today? Yeah, it sounds
I was
like
listening on the way in.
Yeah, it sounds like they're coming back and they're providing some of that competition. We got a couple super chats in there.
Yep.
Nitty Gritty says Ben Wallace is a Hall of Famer. Love you, Flannel.
I disagree.
Oh, come on.
Come on, man.
2.0 same Flannel, bitch.
Yeah, trying to think about it.
Detroit DC says, did this dude sell his tickets yet? If not, he's a liar. I think he's talking to you, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how can we trust what you say about Derek Moore if you haven't sold your tickets?
You haven't sold your tickets yet.
Yeah, right. Jesus Christ.
You man of your word or not?
I got over 100 days to sell them. That's it.
And then Randall Small says, looking good, Sam.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And, Nick, I do think it's a little bit wild that you said that on air. If you're
obviously I was a little turned up, but, you got to be a man of your word or just come back hard sell and just not. But I did buy tickets today, I will say, to Miami. Okay. I am officially going to the Miami game. So shout out Detroit DC. I haven't sold them yet, but I just bought some tickets to the Miami Dolphins game.
And for the record, Nick, this isn't me saying that you can't be dissatisfied with the offseason of the Detroit Lions. I think that you could look at it
about the pick
in a variety of different ways. There's some things that I like, some things that I don't. I think that when you have an offseason where you're kind of being bargain bin, you're going to have that variety. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I still think the Lions, regardless of all that, going to have a lot of fun home games, get a lot of home wins. I still think they're probably going to be a double-digit win team that makes it back into the playoffs. If you want to sell, like, I know you're the reporter, but if you wanted to sell the Tiger tickets or Red Wings season tickets, I'd be like, okay, fine, I get it. But Lions, I think you're going to be missing out on a lot of fun if you do that.
Can I ask you this when it comes to DJ Wanham? AQM, what would you think of him and his 10 sacks last year? Do you think DJ Wanham can repeat something of that? Because if AQM, I mean, he was a practice squad at one point. Like, he got 10 sacks next to Hutch. And we got a healthy Aleem.
And he's old, too. It's not like he was like a young kid that finally found it.
Yeah.
See, I actually don't think DJ Wanham will equal the sack total, but I do think he could be more effective as an overall player because AQM, and everybody knows this, he was, for lack of a better term, babied last year. He never really played consistent run snaps. I think it was less than 100 run snaps the whole season, and he got to play opposite Hutch. He was just basically that hired gun to go in there and rush the passer. And I'm not trying to take anything away from AQM's season. If any of us, like an AQM double-digit sack season is still alien to me. I can't believe it happened. But I'm pretty sure 7.5 out of the 11 sacks came in 3 games.
Yeah.
Not hating. It's just.
And most of them came like 6 seconds into the pass rush.
Yeah, so I do think DJ Wanham could end up being a more effective overall player, but I don't think he's a double-digit sack guy. I think he's probably like 5 or 6.
How do you feel?
Do you think you feel better, though, about him, though? Like, knowing that AQM was able to perform?
No, because if you get rid of AQM, I think you need to do DJ Wanham, another free agent, and a second-round pick.
Peyton Turner, baby. No,
Peyton Turner.
I'm joking.
Yeah, I know you are. I know you are.
How do you feel about Stick blaming Cade Cunningham for the failures of the Pistons,
I don't want
but
this answer.
doubling down
Crazy,
on
though.
Jared Goff not being the problem the Lions lost to the Commanders?
Well, let's talk about Cade Cunningham and the Pistons first.
Yes.
Are we saying that he was perfect in the postseason?
No.
Absolutely not. He does need to clean up some of those late-game turnovers. He had moments where he was less efficient than you would like. But overall, I think he had a damn good playoffs. And he was asked to do things that no other guard that actually was a championship contender in terms of usage rate, in terms of carrying that much of a load when it comes to ball handling and scoring.
And defense.
Nobody has to deal with that. And this is with all due respect. Jalen Brunson doesn't have to deal with that. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden. They don't have to deal with all of that. To me, the biggest crime of this postseason, like if you're a person, and I'm not sure if Stick has done that, if you blame Cade Cunningham but don't have any smoke for Jalen Duren, I can't share a country with you. I can't. Because Jalen Duren, during a season where he was third-team All-NBA, clearly the Pistons' second-best player during the regular season, although in the playoffs, Asar, I think, shot past him. He had Jalen Duren in the regular season was basically a 20-11 guy on 65% field goal percentage, wasn't a liability on defense at all.
Played good defense.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the postseason, 10.2 points, 8.5 rebounds, 51% field goal percentage, which was 14 percentage points lower than in the regular season. Not really an impact defender. And throughout the totality of the postseason, all of us, you guys, Chris, Nick, pretty much every Pistons fan at some point was clamoring for, get this guy off the court. We need Paul Reed.
The third string center.
Damn.
And I'm not saying that Paul Reed didn't flash in the postseason. There were moments where he was really kind of shot this team back to life and led them to some victories. But
Paul
Olajuwon. That should not happen. You should not. I don't care how young you are. You were third-team All-NBA, and you shit down your leg in the postseason. He has allegations now that he has to answer for.
Yeah, he does.
That's fair.
And I hope they're answered on that contract. I hope they're answering the contract.
If he would have played up to his potential, or even slightly worse, the Pistons would have been in the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah. I don't think they would have beat the Knicks, seeing how the Knicks are playing now, but Jalen Duren was terrible in this playoffs, and he should get a lot of smoke.
Absolutely.
He should.
Flannel, do you think that you have faith in him going forward to rebound from that, or do you? What is it to you?
It depends to me, because Jalen Duren, he could go a couple different ways in his development. If he becomes like Bam Duren or Jalen Adebayo, develops more of a pick and pop shot, maybe can hit a three.
But he can shoot too. It's like not like his shot is bad.
Yeah. If he can become a little bit more of a passer, which he showed. He showed he can do that at times. Then maybe he is a guy that is part of your core and worth a lot of money. But when you moving forward, it's going to be all about the playoffs with him. They already experienced a 60-win regular season, and in terms of Jalen Duren, it was exposed as being fraudulent. Yeah. He's got to be better. He's got to develop a few more skills, and we'll see what they end up paying him because I think he's going to get paid something.
A lot of people in the chat happy to see you, Sam.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Appreciate
We'd
that.
love to see it. Blow me 6969. Shout out. Super Chat. He says, Flannel, what are you doing for work now? Miss you.
Oh, I'm in the mortgage business now.
Shout out.
For now, we'll see. For now.
When we get back, we got Lee McNeil talking about if he's better, if he feels healthier coming in the season. I don't know if we figure out. Maybe you can split one of your earphones or something.
I only got one.
I'll play it aloud. Wow.
Yeah. I ripped the other earphone off. It broke.
You're good. You're good. Are we 2 behind or 1?
No, we're on time.
Yeah, we're on time.
Tell us about Gold Crown.
I will tell you guys about Gold Crown and the Royal Jester. It's the Papa of the Royal Junior Jester. It's quad infused. I messed this up yesterday. Here's what it is. Keef coated, live resin, THC diamond, THCA diamonds, and terpenes all packed into one. That's 4 layers of, you're good after this. These aren't the hit it twice and pass it around pre-rolls. These are why am I analyzing this game like Flannel Sam pre-rolls. Michigan made, top tier, no shortcuts. Next time you're at the dispo, don't think, just ask for Royal Jesters. Because if you're going to smoke like royalty.
The next generation of Detroit sports media is here. Crunch Time is back on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and Booner Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Taking Detroit sports coverage to the next level with massive interviews, viral moments, and the best live reactions. Get ready, Detroit. The young guns are taking over. Crunch Time on Woodward Sports.
Some days call for light, others lean bold. What about everything in between? All Day IPA, the easy choice for every day. Citrusy, crisp, refreshing. Flavor you can float with. Light on the hops, big on refreshment. 1's great. 2, even better. Brewed with you in mind. No shortcuts, no fuss. Big on flavor, never too much. All Day IPA. Hop into Easy.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
I felt like me personally, like mentally and everything, it just, I just how the body works. It takes time for stuff to come back a little bit. And some stuff just was not there. No matter how hard I tried to do certain stuff, it just wasn't there yet. And it's here now, so I'm not thinking about last year at all, honestly. But, yeah.
But that's what I was trying to get from this year, like you feel back.
Oh, yeah. I'm me again now, yeah. Explosive and being able to do what I need to do, yeah, absolutely. It's night and day difference between last year and now.
Can you give us an example of just one thing that maybe wasn't quite there that you feel like is back to?
Just overall strength and being able to connect the mind and the body just my brain being able to know that this leg is good and I can step and plant here, stuff like that. So it was more mental, like neurological, just getting that muscle to fire with this than anything. But I never felt like last year that I was limited at all as far as mentally. But yeah, I have that connection now. It's just easier now. So.
That's music to my ears.
Yeah.
I don't know about you fellas, but I would love for that to be the case.
You need that to be the case. If you, like, the Lions are going to get in the playoffs. They're probably going to waltz into the playoffs. They're probably going to waltz into a top 3 seed in the NFC with their schedule and the players they have returning. If Aleem McNeil is healthy and back to what he was when he had, 14 pressures on his own against the New York Giants, they will have a fantastic defensive front because Aiden Hutchinson, obviously a Defensive Player of the Year finalist. If you can get a guy in the interior to pressure the quarterback to provide even more, I don't know, like boundary for Aiden Hutchinson so they can't send 3 or 4 guys at Hutch because you have another guy in there causing havoc, that will make everything about your defense better. You need Aleem to be back.
Think about how good that defense was at the beginning of 2024.
Yeah.
When Aleem and Hutch were healthy together. That's what I'm thinking of when I think of a healthy Aleem McNeil. Plus, Derek Moore, not DJ Moore.
No, unfortunately, last season with Aleem McNeil, he was terrible, but
he was playing edge.
Right. Yes, absolutely. He was playing out of position at times, and he's a very, very large man coming back from an ACL. If you're telling me this offseason that he got a little game action under his belt last year, even though he didn't play well, and he has a fully healthy offseason, he has to get back to where he was, why he was paid a lot of money. And that could make all the difference in the world because, man, Aleem McNeil, it really looked like, I'd say in 2023 and up until his injury in 2024, he was one of the better defensive tackles in the NFL. I want to say safely top 10.
Yes.
That's
why he got paid.
I don't want to say like top 5 or top 3 because, top 10 for sure.
Yes.
We'll see. It could make all the difference in the world.
I'm telling you that, and I'm not harping on this, but just because we're coming off the Aleem McNeil video, I think that's why DJ Wan can work. Like, we'll see the best. I know he's not elite. I fully admitting that, but I think we'll see the best of him because of Aleem McNeil and Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, the one
thing, Tyleek a little bit too.
The thing that kind of concerns me though is this kind of goes along with a lot of players who Brad Holmes drafted. Lee McNeil's making a lot of money now. He has to be
the second best player on your defensive line.
A top tier defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Like I said, top 10 minimum at that.
Agreed.
Yes.
Because
at that money, for damn sure.
Because that's the thing. And I don't want to get it away from Aleem McNeil. A lot of contracts have been doled out.
Yeah.
And this is where Aleem McNeil, he has expectations. And this is where, and I know you guys have talked about it repeatedly, Aleem McNeil is kind of a microcosm of the Lions not moving as swiftly as they should have during the window of them all being under rookie contracts. Yeah. Now so many guys are under pressure to perform, particularly a guy like Aleem McNeil who's coming back from an injury, who I think there's legitimate questions about should they have paid him or not.
I think that's what gives me confidence in the Lions' defensive line this year, is because the amount of real estate that they've invested into it. You have 2 first-round picks. You've got a second-round pick. You've got a guy that you gave a huge contract to that was a third-round pick. And you have one of your high-priced free agents. Like, they have invested the time. They've invested the money. They have invested the assets into getting actual pieces in here that they think are going to be a good rotation. On top of that, your Marcus Davenport this year is Peyton Turner. You don't need him to play starting role. You don't need him to play every week. He just has to be available here and there. And if he is, he'll provide. Because I remember him in Houston. He was a fucking monster. And so I think you have so much upper echelon talent in that defensive line room that we're going to see the best out of them.
Well, speaking of that second first-round pick on this off defensive line, we do have Ray Agnew talking about Tyleek Williams. You want to grab that one, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Just that Aleem McNeil. I think last year, he was coming back from the injury, so maybe we didn't see the full Aleem. as you look back on how he played last year, what do you think you got out of him? What percent? And have you seen a different Aleem, this spring so far?
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Tyleek improved last year, and what do you see as the next step for him?
I thought he just got more consistent as a player. As a young D lineman, you're gonna always have your ups and downs. I thought at the end of the year he got more consistent as a player, his technique and his run play, and I see he'll get better at that this year. And I do think he'll get better as a pass rusher also.
Does he not? He looks like my uncle. I said this 2 weeks ago. And I know you didn't get to hear it, Flynn. I apologize. I didn't set it up to play on here. But basically, he said he liked what he saw out of Tyleek last year. But he expects a big jump from him. And he mainly pointed out to him as a pass rusher.
See, Tyleek Williams to me, and I'm not trying to undermine what Ray Agnew just said, to me, Tyleek Williams' ceiling is the best version of DJ Reader. I don't ever see him developing into a consistent pass rusher for the interior, but if he becomes that monster at stopping the run and he gets to play alongside Aleem McNeil, this can absolutely work. But he definitely needs to take a jump going into year 2 because I'm a little bit disappointed with how his rookie season goes, considering the defensive line rotation and what it was. I would have liked to see him play more snaps.
Yeah.
But the biggest jump a player often takes is between their first and second year. And I know the biggest Tyleek fan probably in Detroit is to my right now.
Yeah, I like Tyleek Williams a lot. I do believe in him as a player going into next year. We talked about it a little bit, but he is one of the only Lions in limited snaps that I saw with the instincts and the wherewithal to get his hand up to bat passes down since Ndamukong Suh. He had a couple of those last year, and that's just as important as getting to the quarterback. And I think with the physicality of the game, with his personal physicality and size as, still rounding out into his true physical prime, I think he is going to be the guy next year commanding the double team because he's just going to be such a load that if you try to block him one-on-one, he is going to walk that guard back into your quarterback. So that will free up Aleem McNeil and DJ Wonnum or Derek Moore to both have one-on-ones on the other side because you got Hutch and Tyleek both commanding double teams, and I think that will be the best for the Lions scenario.
And he has to be that this year because you don't have Roy Lopez.
Yeah.
You don't have DJ Reader like you did last year.
Yeah.
He's going to have to take that step. I know he can do it. I've seen him do it on the film, but he has to do it at a consistent rate, which, like you said, year 2, biggest leap, that should happen. I do think, though, what Ray's talking about, a little bit of a pass rush, just because a little bit younger than DJ Reed, a little bit more athletic than DJ Reed, I think that can be a thing we might see this year. Not talking 5 sacks or anything like that. Defensive tackles, be real about it. They're big body guys. You're looking at 4.
That would be
4
great.
or 5 tops.
If you're talking about 4 or 5, that'd be great. But
be great.
I also don't think you take, really unless it's an elite player like Vita Vea, you don't take just a guy like a Snacks Harrison in the first round. You do need that upside a little bit in terms of the pass rush, which he alluded to.
But it's not realistic.
Well, then don't take him in the first round. If
Nick,
you're just
at the position,
do you
itself.
take a run stuffer in the first round, Easy?
Nick,
That's not
you take
named
a
Vita
defensive
Vea.
tackle in the first round. The expectation isn't sacks with them ever. It's disruption.
I agree. Jalen Carter, different story.
Yes.
He's going to get to the line, obviously later in the round, but I don't take a strictly just block up, take up 2, blockers in the first round.
I didn't love the pick either.
With a little bit of upside.
No,
Which I think he alluded to that he can take a step in that direction. Flannel, where are you at?
No,
with
to
your
Nick's
take?
point, I don't think Tyleek Williams would qualify as being disruptive last year. I'm not saying that he didn't show some things. I'm not saying that he had a catastrophic rookie season or anything like that. But he has a lot to improve on. And Spenny, you did make a good point about if he can be a guy, even if he doesn't get consistent pressures or sacks, or even if he's not the type that eats blockers like you think he can be, if he's batting down passes, those win games.
Yes.
Those
Huge.
lead to interceptions.
Absolutely.
They lead to the wide open receiver, the ball not getting to them because a big defensive lineman is up there putting his hands up. If he can be a guy who gets between 8 to 10 pass deflections, then he had a successful second year.
Yeah.
And is a I wouldn't say a force, but is effective stopping the run and gets 8 to 10 pass deflections, I'll be happy with Tyreek Williams' second year.
Yeah.
8 to 10 would be insane.
8 to 10 would be
Is that actually like
that's
putting?
aggressive? I
That's
think.
okay. A little
Yeah.
bit
What do you have,
aggressive.
4?
Okay.
I think he had 4, but that was only in like the last like 5 or 6 games of the year. So.
Yeah, remember, he didn't play a lot of snaps last year.
He was splitting. Yeah, beginning of the year he was playing a lot of time. Then once Salim came back, not as much.
Yeah.
I do like
Lopez is
his
also balling.
pass rush upside as well.
Sucks we lost.
I don't think he's going to be
He had 4
a
last
Dexter Lawrence, but I think he can be a 4 to 5 sack guy a year.
He had 4 pass deflections last year and 10 starts in 17 games.
Yeah.
That's how many snaps he played.
Yeah, how many snaps?
8 to 10. That sounds more.
8 to 10 does sound pretty reasonable with that.
434 snaps.
That's not much.
Up for speculation with the super chat says Hassanin said he's ready. He might be a dog.
I think that's a guy that can move inside as well.
I think so too.
Because they drafted him when they were playing that base bullshit. I don't mean disrespect like that, but actually no, fuck that. They drafted him when they were playing that base bullshit. The 4 down linemen, the 3 linebackers. You want to have your side edge that can play the run. Well, that's not the case anymore. It looks like they're going to change based on the personnel they have, and that's a guy, bigger body. He's a power rusher anyway.
Yeah.
Put him inside. He's young enough where you can mold him into what you want him to be anyway. He's thick. He's wearing number 99. Aaron Donald's guy.
I feel like Hassanin is Flannel's most hated player on the Lions outside of Tom Kennedy. Yeah.
No way.
No, I don't
He
know.
hates practice squad.
I don't
heroes.
necessarily hate Ahmad Hassanin, but if you're one of those people that's counting on him, and
That's fair.
then I can't really vibe with you. If you want to say that he has potential and he was drafted for a reason, I can get with that.
He's
But
pretty good at Boise State.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But he was a 6th-round pick.
I think he
Hurts
makes
first
the
year.
team.
Okay.
I think he
I don't
makes the
hate
team. I think, give him a sack or 2, on the season. Nitty Gritty says never forget Hunt Dick, dude.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Hunt
He
Dick.
played in the NBA this year. I
Guy's
think it
a
was one
fucking
game.
loser,
I think it was
dude.
one
Fuck
game.
outta here, dude.
He actually did.
He
Look it up. He
Yeah.
did.
You guys are fucking loser.
He
man.
did.
I
He
hate
made
that.
it.
I hate
I
that
thought he'd
guy
be in
so
China
much.
for sure. Did he sign anywhere in China afterwards?
I don't know, but he
signed
did
in,
play
like, Turkey or
in the NBA. Look it up. Everybody in there, look it up.
He did.
Holy shit, let's put on some fucking Lions film. Watch Hutch real quick. This is fucking nuts. He's just so much faster. He goes right into double team.
Bro, he's so much faster, so much bigger, so much stronger than anybody he lines up against. And that's why the Derek Moore thing is Flannel. We talked about this. Ooh, Spenmo Back says Flannel versus Microwave 40-yard dash. What do you think your 40 time is?
Nick's
Flannel?
smoking Flannel.
Nick would beat me.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Nick's fast.
I'm
Nick
like
is
straight
fast.
up not even gonna try to talk
Yeah,
tough.
that's
Nick would
not
beat
even-
me.
No, not
fair.
a chance.
It's fair.
Shout out Spenmo Backs. Thank you, Flannel.
That's
Shit,
disrespectful.
what were we?
Oh, remember
Derek Moore.
when I
Derek
called
Moore.
Tyreek Talim?
Yeah.
He played for in the lead spot last year to be in the season.
Yeah.
Should
And,
have brought that up.
Derek Moore, it was going to be something about Hutch
He's super cute.
having less snaps.
Hutch actually spoke about that. I don't know if I grabbed it or Travis grabbed it. Is that in there at all? Is it titled at all, Chris?
Because you know that, Flannel, you know that was something that I used to bring up, was he plays more snaps than any other elite edge in the NFL. He's always at the upper 90s, which is ridiculous. When you look at Micah Parsons or even Myles Garrett or TJ Watt, they're at 85 to most. So how much do you think that could help Aiden Hutchinson is Derek Moore spelling him? Because that's what Brad Holmes said in their original press conference after they drafted him, is he'll give Hutch some time on the bench.
I like to hear that because, to your point, Aiden Hutchinson in his fully healthy seasons has played entirely too many snaps.
Yeah.
Entirely too many snaps. I think maybe Max Crosby is comparable during healthy season, but you mentioned it. The Myles Garretts of the world, the Micah Parsons, the Nick Bosas, they don't play like 1,000 snaps per season.
Yeah.
And it's hard not to get worn down. And he's a guy, Aiden Hutchinson, that plays those 1,000 snaps a season at 100 miles an hour every single time.
Yep.
You can't
We just watched
sustain
it.
that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You can't sustain that. So that's also part of the reason that addressing the edge in the second round, me too. Addressing the edge in the second round was the right move, and why I want them and Brad Holmes to do more is because I want Aiden Hutchinson getting normal rests and normally rotated out. Obviously, he's going to play the vast majority of the snaps, but not as many as he has before. Because not only that, is he going to wear down? That's the type of shit that shortens careers. 1,000 snaps per season is unsustainable for anybody.
And imagine if Hutch could, sit the last 2 defensive drives of the third quarter, and then he's just fresh for the fourth quarter and going crazy. Oh, man.
Yep.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
Hey, he still had himself a heck of a year last year.
What's your win prediction for the Lions?
I am going to be conservative because I'm a little scarred by missing the playoffs last year. I'm going to say 11.
Okay.
I understand that the schedule on paper looks a lot easier, and I do think a lot of those games will actually materialize as being Lions being 8, 9, 10-point favorites, but I'm going to say 11.
Do you think Jared Goff will win a Super Bowl in Detroit?
Damn.
Hard-hitting questions.
No.
Ooh!
No, I do not. And it's not even necessarily an insult at Jared Goff because obviously Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer, Sam Darnold, even Eli Manning twice. I'm not saying that Jared Goff just can't do it, but there's something about the way that the Lions have not moved correctly, in my opinion. The fact that they're paying everybody, the fact that there's not going to be able to add as much in free agency and through trades and have to rely on the bargain bin. And I don't think Jared Goff, as you guys have said before, is that superhero type quarterback that can overcome less than optimal situations. I understand that he put up good numbers last year, and that's fair. But there were a lot of games, like the Philadelphia game, like the last Minnesota game, even the second half of the first Minnesota game, the second half of the Packers game at home, the whole Packers game on the road where Jared Goff wasn't good and he couldn't overcome. I'm not saying it was all his fault, but Jared Goff, as you guys have said, is a high-end civilian quarterback, and I don't think the Lions will be able to build a good enough situation around him. I hope to God that I'm wrong, but if you're asking me right now, I'm going to say no.
So let me follow up that question then. So when does the decision come from the Lions about Jared Goff then if they're not going to win a Super Bowl? Is that a question that happens after this year, after next year?
Chat's going crazy for flannel right now.
Absolutely.
Base flannel.
Flannel
spit.
spin.
Finally.
See,
Black pill flannel.
And this is what worries me a little bit, Chris.
I get killed when I hate on Jared Goff. Flannel gets praised.
Well,
it should be me.
Should have been me.
This is what worries me about the Lions and Brad Holmes and just their entire mentality. I think that they won't make that decision as long as they're good, their offense is good, and Jared Goff is still putting up numbers. That's what worries me a bit, that they don't have the organizational urgency. And
they don't have the balls.
Well,
they're too nice.
And here's the thing. They are too nice. Because here's the thing. What I watched with certain organizations and what I envy with certain organizations, you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, you look at the Seattle Seahawks, they were able to create windows for a variety of different reasons, but one of the reasons was they each of those teams had multiple amazing draft classes. And I'm not talking about the first Patrick Mahomes window where they won in 2019 because that was more of a Patrick Mahomes rookie deal window. I'm talking about like the Nick Bolton, George Karlaftis, Trent McDuffie type window, Creed Humphrey, where they stacked Super Bowls while those guys were on rookie contracts.
I mean, they had Patrick Mahomes.
Absolutely, but that's not the example.
That's a big difference.
But
Definitely
they
helps.
traded Trent McDuffie? That's something that...
Traded Tyreek Hill.
They traded Tyreek Hill like back in the day. They didn't re-sign Brian Cook. They didn't re-sign Isaiah Pacheco. They didn't re-sign.
See you later.
They didn't re-sign Jalen Watson. You look at the Seattle Seahawks, who just did it. They benefited greatly from multiple amazing draft classes, 2022, 2023. They won the Super Bowl. Kenneth Walker won Super Bowl MVP, and they were just like, bye. Tariq Woolen, bye. Kobe Bryant, bye. Boye Mafe, bye. They used them for what they could give them on rookie contracts and then made decisions. You look at the Philadelphia Eagles. They had multiple great draft classes. You go back to Landon Dickerson. You go back to Devontae Smith. You go to Cam Jurgens, Nakobe Dean.
Can I say one thing, though?
Milton Williams, go ahead.
You're saying that all teams, they let them go? Let these guys go? I meant Legarius Sneed, so last earlier.
Yeah.
Apologize for starting my words.
Yeah.
They haven't won Super Bowl since.
That's fine, but they won them. My point is that these teams used those players, used them up, and made decisions on some.
Are we
Made
not
decisions-
using them though? Like we're still using them.
But the
get right
mentality
up
of
in
the
ya.
Lions is
You think they're too in love with their guys?
we have to reward everyone. With the Eagles, with the Chiefs, with the Seahawks, they used those guys and made decisions.
So you're
they
saying-
paid some guys, but they also, with the Eagles, Milton Williams, buy. N'Kobe Dean, buy. They paid some guys. The Seahawks paid some guys. The Chiefs paid some guys. They paid George Karlaftis. But use them up while they are cheap and then make decisions about them.
Sounds like you're upset with some of these contracts we got right now. Which ones?
Okay, do you want me to get like real about it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Real deal with flannel on the
Whoa.
heavyweights.
Bang.
About to kill
There's-
Jack Campbell.
Bang.
No, I'm not about to kill Jack Campbell.
Kirby.
Nope.
Aleem.
Kirby's unfair because he
Injured,
was like
best
historic
of ever.
historic
Ed
rookie.
Reed numbers.
I gotta
Historic
guess who
interceptions.
this is gonna be.
Okay, so I got 3
one for
contracts
sure.
that I wouldn't have given out. And I got a future contract that I would not give out, given the fact that they've given out these contracts.
Ooh, okay.
I would not have paid Derek Barnes. No way,
Facts.
no how. And I first guessed that, and I got killed, and so did our boy Lucas Klotz by Derek Barnes, which was such a bitch move, by the way. Such a bitch move, Derek Barnes. And yes, I don't care if you can see this. I think Aleem McNeil, I wouldn't have paid Aleem McNeil. And there's a little bit of hindsight to that, but I'm looking at how things are now. And I would not have paid Jamison Williams.
I
You
knew that was
hate him,
coming.
flannel.
And
Why wouldn't you pay J-Mo?
You got to pay J-Mo.
you don't have to pay J-Mo. He should be playing on his 5th-year option next year. He should be playing on his 5th-year
But that was a
option next
good
year.
contract. I mean, when you
Got him
look
a
at,
discount.
Yeah, when you look at the contracts around the league, he is better than the players he's in a group with.
I guess, but the thing about Jamison Williams to me, and I know a lot of people are going to call me a J-Mo hater.
You are a J-Mo hater.
Jamison Williams is Deshaun Jackson. He's not this.
Who's really good?
I understand that. He's not this 6'2" Tyreek Hill, as Neil Rule says. He's not this amalgamation of Jerry Rice, Tyreek Hill, and Jesus. He's Deshaun Jackson. And I'm not saying he's not valuable. I'm not saying he's not good. But to me, moving forward, like, they're going to pay Jahmyr Gibbs. They're going to pay Sam Laporta. They're going to pay Brian Branch. And I wouldn't be.
Who would you not pay?
Moving forward, given everything that's occurred, I would not pay Jahmyr Gibbs, and I would not pay Sam Laporta or Brian Branch until they stepped on a football field and played next year.
You got to pay somebody.
They-
Nobody
wait, wait,
gets
wait,
a
wait.
dollar.
I
I'm
said
with you
they
on
paid.
waiting. I'm with you on waiting for the injured guys.
Yes, that's what I meant. I'm not saying never pay Brian Branch or never pay Sam Laporta. I'm not paying them until
You're
they
not paying
step on a.
Gibbs?
I'm not paying Jahmyr Gibbs.
Well-
I would have paid Jahmyr Gibbs if they didn't give out those contracts already, but I'm not paying Jahmyr Gibbs right now.
There's once upon a time I would have been easily swayed your way when it comes to Jameson Williams. I'm not going to lie to you. I think he's progressed. And I look at last year in games, big games, tough teams.
Games that matter.
He performed.
Even more than last year. You look at the NFC Championship game, he was your best player.
Like the perfect example is
Yeah, he
the
was.
Eagles.
He was a gadget guy.
The
He was a-
Eagles
he had 2
game-
touchdowns.
No, he went off the back half of that game. J-Mo did.
J-Mo
He had the gadget touchdown, yes, but in the fourth quarter, we just kept going in the end zone.
snatching
finally snagged
balls
one
off
down.
of people.
He had a garbage time touchdown.
Oh,
That
hate,
Okay,
hate, hate, hate.
okay. Philadelphia Eagles last year. Offense isn't doing dick. We can't play methodical. They're swatting the ball down. It's too cold for Jared Goff to get the shit going. But you get the ball to one guy who's magical enough to break the game open because he can't catch him if you get him in space. That's Jameson Williams.
I understand that.
Can't teach that, Flannel.
And my overlying point is I'd love to have Jameson Williams. I just think the fact that the Lions have paid everybody and will continue to pay everybody could end up hurting them down the road. And I understand that some people are going to say, oh, but they're all pros. Well, that's not
a great
true.
argument.
That's not true, actually. Like, I'm happy with the Panay contract. I'm happy with the Aiden
St.
contract. I'm happy with Amon-Ra. I'm happy with Jack Campbell. But show me where Aleem, Jamison Williams, and Derek Barnes have made all pros. They don't exist. And I'm not saying that means that they're bad. I'm just saying that the whole, like, oh, they got to pay their all pros. They did. They did pay their all pros.
Sounds like Neil's lucky salmon walking these hallways.
Yeah.
For real.
My God, bodies, son.
No.
Watch out. This is Sam Flannel.
We might have to clip that one for Neil.
We might have to clip the whole entire segment right now. This
think
guy
so too,
Flannel
honestly.
is
This might be a
just
YouTube
out
clip.
here
I'm
taking
fired.
shots. Boom, boom, boom. Dead. This is Sam Flannel live
Boom.
right now
You're
coming
dead
into the
now.
studio.
Cooking.
Who wants it? Flannel, I don't know who's making, obviously, Joey Stick. Watch this segment. Come on, bring him back.
Nick, you want to tell us about water hazard when we come back to
Why'd
mailbag
you
with
say
Flannel
that
Sam?
like that? Water
I
hazard.
have no clue.
Water hazard. Shout out Flannel. That was fucking cinema. Oh my lord. We're excited to add water hazard to the bullpen from our friends at Founders Brewing. You've seen that bright blue drink? Yeah, that's water hazard. Best served over ice with a slice. It's a vodka-based cocktail at 5% ABV that's citrusy, refreshing, and gluten-free. It's also the very first canned vodka cocktail from Founders, and it's perfect between innings or even between rounds. So next time you're out, get in the drink with water hazard. We love it here at Woodward Sports, and you're going to love it too. Make sure you give it a shot this weekend.
Hunting season is almost here, Detroit, and your Lions are on the prowl. Make sure you're locked into Woodward Sports for all the Dan Campbell reactions, Jared Goff touchdowns, Amon-Ra first downs, Penny pancakes, Kirby picks, Gibbs big plays, and of course, Jack Fox's leg. Stay locked in on all your Lions coverage right here on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
This is a hungry bear. This is Carl and Jeff. Carl isn't worried because he has focused energy to spare thanks to Thrive energy pouches. Jeff didn't use Thrive when Carl offered. The bear is happy about that. Don't just survive. Thrive.
It's game on at Art & Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art & Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
Pure Psychiatry. Listen, it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and if you need somebody to talk to, just remember you're never alone. And Pure Psychiatry has 18 locations across Michigan and Ohio. They make getting help accessible and comfortable. They have personalized psychiatric care designed specifically for you, not a cookie-cutter plan. All you got to do is go to PurePsychMI.com and find a location near you. It's Pure Psychiatry.
I got to Monday around 7:30.
Monday.
For the $500. I'm doing really fucking well, by the way.
You are.
Yeah,
But that Art and Jake's commercial almost fucking crashed me. Dude.
We're gonna have 3 pizzas
that shit
on
looks
Tuesday.
So good, dude. I'm down. I'm
We gotta bring it. We gotta save one for a Friday or something.
All right, we can save one.
All right.
Think about yourself some more, Nick.
Well, fellas, you guys all owe pizza. I don't. I'm trying to get the more bang for the buck here. Didn't lose the bet.
That's fair.
That's fair. Mailbag, Sam. Which person in the chat would you like to get sweet revenge on now that you're back?
Nobody, because
no, don't be boring.
Different place.
It's nice.
Different place in life.
No, nobody in the chat.
Oh yeah. Can I hijack really quick?
Yeah.
Because one thing I hate more than anything in this world, it isn't funny. It's me being safe. And I understand.
Albanians.
Damn.
I'm sorry. just mute Spencer.
Chinese.
Johnny Communist.
Flannel, you're live.
No. And I understand this is your guys' show. But I just threw out the I wouldn't pay Jahmyr Gibbs thing and didn't even say why. I don't want people to think that I'm going to use some dumb argument. I want to actually say why. And it has to do, obviously, with the fact that they've given out so many contracts, the contracts that I would not have given. But am I good?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry.
No. You guys are perfectly fine. It's a positional value thing. I think you look at even last season, Jahmyr Gibbs was fantastic in his overall numbers, but he only had 3 100-yard rushing games. And it was because even some of the best ones in NFL history are more dependent on offensive lines. And Jahmyr Gibbs got kind of fat and happy off of that overtime touchdown against the Giants, which should not have had to happen, by the way. They should have beat that team handily. And then you look at a case like Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs right now is one of the best running backs in the NFL. Top 4 comfortably. Some might say 1. I say probably 3 or 4. Amazing, fantastic running back. But you've seen a lot of cases for running backs very recent, going back to 2000. You look at guys like Priest Holmes, Sean Alexander, Larry Johnson, Chris Johnson, Jamal Charles, Arian Foster, Maurice Jones-Drew, Le'Veon Bell, Doug Martin, Ezekiel Elliott, David Johnson, Todd Gurley, Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb. What do all of these running backs have in common? They all were first-team All-Pro at some point in their career, and all had very, very short careers because that's what often happens with running backs. And I understand there's exceptions. There's like Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, Adrian Peterson, Marshawn Lynch, LaShawn McCoy, but it's a crapshoot paying running backs.
And when those guys had all of those touches, the following season, they all broke down. Well, every single one of them.
And that's the thing. If you want to say that Jahmyr Gibbs is better than all those guys, fine, but Todd Gurley was on.
Gibbs not better than Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley was on top of the freaking world.
He had degenerative knees, though.
I understand that. Ezekiel Elliott was on top of the freaking world.
He was good at second count. It was the third one.
But he was still like a 6-year guy, and then it kind of ended for him. In order for Jahmyr Gibbs to justify being the highest paid running back in the NFL moving forward, he has to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Or, of course, if the Lions win a Super Bowl, then everybody's worth it, and we're all having a party. But I just think that a running back, it's not the most important position in terms of winning a team a Super Bowl. You even look at some of the last Super Bowl winners. You got Saquon Barkley for the Eagles. You got Marshawn Lynch for the Seahawks, but they also had a historically great defense. You got Corey Dillon with the Patriots, but those were the Patriots. I think he didn't get there till 2003, 2004. They already won. And you got rookie contract Kenneth Walker, which, what did the Seahawks do? Used him for a Super Bowl MVP and then threw him away. Right into the beloved arms of Patrick Mahomes.
So you think it would be a mistake to pay Jahmyr Gibbs?
Given the fact that the Lions have already given out too many contracts, I do.
Can I
do.
Can I argue this, though, for
Yes.
you and Nick, and you guys feel the way? Because, by the way, I'm big on that stuff, too. Like, you got to do stuff that makes sense.
Yes.
Look around the league, for sure. I do think he has a lot less carries than, like, most guys in that situation. Like, I think a lot of the guys you're naming have been, like, the bell cows, where he was splitting a lot of time with Dave Montgomery.
That's fair. And that's actually a good argument. Because, as I said before, there are guys who have greatness early on in their career and they have longevity. I mentioned him just a couple minutes ago. And that is a factor. But another factor to where I'm still a little bit iffy about Jahmyr Gibbs, to me, he hasn't developed enough as a pass catcher for my liking in terms of like, he's a weapon.
You on that,
I don't hate that.
I'm with you, yeah. We haven't seen the weapon. He's been more of a running back.
Bijan Robinson's a better pass catcher right now. If I would have said that before the draft, people would have said I was crazy. If I would have said that after year 2, people would have crucified me. Bijan Robinson had 807 receiving yards.
He's a better pound for pound back.
He is a better back. And I don't think the Falcons should necessarily pay Bijan either, but Bijan is better than Jahmyr right now. And I love Jahmyr. Jahmyr's top 4 comfortably, but he's not the no doubt best running back in the league that some Lions fans say.
What would you dude, my eyes are puffy because I was literally crying. What would you pay? What would your cap be for Jahmyr Gibbs?
$17 million a year.
Ooh.
Like
for Jahmyr?
Basically what
I think that could happen though.
What Devon Achane makes. Devon Achane.
Yeah, he was like 16 or 17, wasn't it?
And for people who want to poo-poo Devon Achane, he has been amazing since his career. Like his first season, he had like 8 yards a carry, and then last year he had more rushing yards than Jahmyr Gibbs. And I think Gibbs is better than Achane, but I think they're pretty comparable. Gibbs is better.
I thought Keaton Mitchell was gonna be.
Yeah, that's a shame. But yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs at $17 million, I wouldn't hate, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Devon Achane's in draft class, 4th round pick.
Yeah,
I feel like
Achane was the reason the Miami Dolphins were actually like
alive
watchable.
at points.
Yeah.
Gibbs is better than Achane, just so people don't take me out of context.
Yes, that's fine.
It's closer than people would like to think, though.
Yeah,
I would agree with that too.
I think I'm hopeful, I should say. I like a lot of people saying 25, 20 mil. I think they should fuck off until it happens, to be honest with you. Like the fact that Achane signed that 18, 17 million.
You don't pay running backs early.
Yeah, Saquon. Well, I'm just saying, Saquon got the 20 million, but that's fucking Saquon Barkley. Like he's phenomenal. Like really fucking good.
And he won a Super Bowl.
And he won a fucking Super Bowl. Like that makes
he jumped over someone
Jahmyr
backwards.
hasn't done that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Jahmyr also hasn't taken on a role as the lead bell cow either. Like, I don't know if he's going to get this 20 million that all these people are reporting. I think it might be closer to 18, 19.
And the thing about Jahmyr, too, is you have him for another year. You have him for a 5th-year option. It's like, don't just slow your roll a little bit.
Did that deadline pass?
We have him for 2 years minimum.
Okay.
I think so. I don't know.
Okay, I might be wrong, but
they did though. They still could have done that.
Yes, absolutely. There's no rush for that.
Yeah, because him and Jack same class.
They picked up Gibbs, didn't pick up Jack's because they.
Oh,
had
that's
the
right.
deal in
They
place,
did pick up
right?
Gibbs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for the record, I like the Jack Campbell contract. I'm not saying pay nobody. Jack Campbell showed last year that he's one of the best linebackers in the league, arguably the best.
Yeah.
I'd
meat
still
missile.
probably put Devin Lloyd, but splitting hairs. But at the end, the thing about Jack Campbell, though, is he is so important to what the Lions are going to do defensively moving forward. I think he's actually more important to the Lions defense than Jahmyr Gibbs is to the Lions offense. And it's more to do with what's around Jack Campbell and that he's the El Capitano
He's the
of
Jared
the defense.
Goff of their defense.
Who would you rather pay, Jahmyr Gibbs or Jack Campbell?
Jack Campbell, 100%.
Okay.
And they just paid him, and I was happy with that.
Kid Mark says, I want my Lions analyst that shaves. I want my that even makes sense, that one.
Oh, because
I want
we
my
all
Lions
have
analyst that
beards?
shaves.
Yeah, I think so.
Brother, you should just change your name to fucking anti-beard. That's
I think
the
he's just
craziest thing I've
joking.
ever heard of my life.
Real quick, Flannel, before we leave, what are your thoughts on the Red Wings and Steve Yzerman this year?
Steve Yzerman should be fired immediately.
Oh, shit.
Do I have time to go
Yeah,
down
go
line?
for it. You have to now.
Because I have reasons. I'm not just saying that willy-nilly. My problem with the Red Wings this season and with Steve Yzerman is they were still doing bad or fake hockey team shit this late into the tenure. I know that they were technically close and they would have made it if they were in the West, but they had a minus 17 goal differential. Even this year, they're still a team that is heavily dependent, or they were a team that was heavily dependent on the power play, on getting 11 wins in overtime, and a stretch for about 2 months where John Gibson was basically a godlike goalie figure standing on his head.
All those things are true.
Yeah.
And they also specialty merchants.
And also, they were bad in the PK again.
Yeah.
Bottom 10. They weren't
power play sucked too.
They weren't as bad as they were last, the previous year, but they're still a bad PK team, and they collapsed in March again. And to me, Grand Rapids, you look at Grand Rapids, oh, they were pretty good. You know who's leading that team? Eric Gustafson, John Leonard, Sheldon Dries, Dominic Shine, Edwards Trollmarks.
Bunch of 30-year-olds.
Like, it's not good enough right now, and I don't think the future is a good enough. They are a fake contender to get into the playoffs because they can only do it when everything is with the wind at their back, when they have an advantage on the power play, when John Gibson can erase all of the defensive sins. But when it's time to just play good 5-on-5 hockey, when it's time to kill a penalty, they can't do it. When it's time to win games when they freaking matter, they can't do it. They are a soft, fake team, and Steve Yzerman should be fired because this is not enough progress.
They can't even take the puck into the offensive zone.
Yeah. Well, they don't have any centers. They got Larkin. Just fucking go get it, guys.
Yes.
How do you feel about Larkin?
I mean, he's a 2C.
Yeah.
I don't mind that he's on the team, but if they were to, I'm not advocating trading Larkin or Raymond, but at the end of the day, what they're doing right now just isn't working and it isn't good enough. And I don't know if Lucas Raymond has the upside that we think. Mo Sider, shout out to him. He's basically the one person on the Red Wings who I have zero problems with whatsoever. And DeBrincat had a great year last year too, but
DeBrincat was great.
He was.
Did you see Stevie passing that deal to was it Edmondson they were to move for my man in the Wild? I can't think of his name right now.
Quinn Hughes.
Do you think that would have made a difference? Or is it too much?
Well, I think it would have made a difference. What really
enough to make the playoffs?
Yes,
Makes playoffs
yes.
for sure,
I think the thing though that made it age poorly is that Simon Edvinsson in the second half of the season, along with a lot of players, was just not as impactful as he was in the first half.
Yeah.
He had that injury, around the time of the
everybody's injured.
Olympic break.
And they had that weird shoulder thing too.
Yeah.
The entire time.
But Simon Edvinsson was considered by some an untouchable, but he didn't play like an untouchable in the second half of the season.
Neither did Raymond.
Absolutely not.
Bonehead penalties on him,
Absolutely
too.
not.
Yeah.
I think
at terrible times.
A lot of bad penalties.
Yeah, I think Raymond scored, 14 points in the last 21 games or something like that.
Raymond
Not good enough.
Pissed me off in the back.
Not good enough.
Spemo back says, take my money in the super chat. We appreciate you, brother. And then he said, press F to pay respects. I'm pretty sure it's Modern Warfare 2.
I don't know.
I think it's Captain Price's funeral. But
Scooble. Should they trade him?
Yeah, there we go.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, they have to now, right?
Yeah, the Tigers aren't going anywhere, and I know people like to talk about the injuries, and they're fair to some extent, but Nick, you know this better than anybody. How many players who the Tigers have counted on to produce in the past, who have produced in the past, who they paid a lot of money for to produce this season are just shitting down their leg, whether it's Spencer Torkelson, whether it's Will Vest, whether it's Tyler Holton, whether it's
Will Vest has like a 7 ERA.
Whether it's Framber Valdez.
He saved
to
20
some
games
extent
last year.
Like
everybody's shitting the bed.
Everybody.
It's literally the worst thing I've ever seen besides Kevin McGonigal, Riley Green, and Dylan Dingler. Everybody should be on the table in terms of your lineup. You're going to have to think about selling Gleyber Torres. Obviously, you think about the pitchers with Casey Mize when he comes back, Tarek Skubal, every single thing in between. This team is pretty depressing right now. And, you know, Troy Melton goes tonight.
Yeah.
Shout out Big Troy. I love him. I think he's going to be great. And I
How many
think
starts has he had?
I actually think they win tonight. Shout out.
And I didn't even mention Jack Flaherty. He's been as bad of a fender as any of them. Nick, if I would have told you before the season that Kevin McGonigal would have like a 3.4 WAR,
better than Jordan and Aaron Judge,
be everything that Tigers fans could have dreamed of, and then more, with maybe a little less power than you would have thought, but he certainly made up for it. Riley Green would have a 300 average, and Dylan Dingler would have 10 home runs. What would you have said their record would have been?
At least 6 games over 500.
They are 13 games under.
That's a huge issue. And I know we talked about the injuries and, like, you don't want to put a lot of blame in it. I do think if Javier Baez is manning center field instead of Matt Vierling and Gleyber Torres is consistently at second base, this team is within 5 games of 500 at least, which is at least a fight.
I agree. If they were healthy, for sure.
If they were healthy, but with Parker going down and Baez going down, Gleyber going down with a young lineup, and you're depending on Wenzel Perez, Zach McKinstry to be everyday players. Zach effing Short. I want to get final. How about Zach Short? How are you feeling about Zach Short?
Well, Zach Short is obviously terrible, but this kind of leads.
We've still been smacking him lately.
This leads me to like
5 times.
And I know we're way over, Nick, but I'm curious to see what you think about this. And this isn't even about Zach Short. It just triggered something in me. I think where A.J. Hinch has really failed this season is that, and this isn't about Zach Short. This is actually about Hao-Yu Lee and Jahmai Jones.
Oh, God.
The fact that they're still using Colt Keith as just a platoon guy who has 9 at-bats against lefties, even though he's got a 292 average. He's not been great. He doesn't have a home run, but he has a 292 average. And so many players are slumping, so many players are injured, and he's still using Jahmai Jones and, at least for a while, Hao-Yu Lee as that platoon right-handed bat is just – that's almost a fireable offense.
This is the same thing as literally every other manager, coach, GM in this town. They fall in love. They get high on their own supply. Straight up. These guys, you struck magic last year with Jahmai Jones. He was able to rip lefties. This year, he wasn't cutting it. They still put him out there.
India Banyas.
And, we missed him this year, but he got cut too. But even, like you said with Hao-Yu Lee, it's getting high on your own supply. That was a Scott Harris guy that they traded for, grew in their organization. When you're not producing, it just stinks. And then you talk about the all-star Zach McKinstry. How about sub-500 OPS Zach McKinstry?
Horrible.
And when you talk about Matt Vierling, he was good 2 years ago when they got hot down the stretch for a 2024 magical run. He hasn't been good since. And this is an issue. This is an issue with the Detroit Tigers. It's an issue with a lot of these teams in this town. They get high on their own supply, on their own guys, where they're not willing to just call a spade and move on.
Well,
and that's an issue.
And that's 100% it. But also, to me, the
AJ thing specifically with Colt Keith and Kerry Carpenter, like that is like I get frustrated specifically with that.
Well, the AJ thing
that
too
is pretty stupid.
I think there's been too much of a sample size when you see that so many guys are shitting themselves, when you see that other guys are injured, when you see that there's only 3 good players in the lineup. To me, for the last month, every single night, except if they want to give Dingler a night off for catching, but still put him at DH, you should have some combination of Kevin McGonigal, Dylan Dingler, and Riley Green, 1, 2, 3. Give them the most possible at-bats. give them situations moving forward where if they're looking to go tie the game, they're more likely to be up. Too many times, even recently, I've seen Riley Green in the 5-hole. I've seen Dylan Dingler in the 5-hole. I've seen Dylan Dingler, although it hasn't happened as much lately, in the 6-hole. You can't afford with this lineup, with how bad it's been, with how many injuries there are, to be like, oh, we'll just stagger. You've got to get the best players, the most at-bats, the most opportunities, and I think A.J. Hinch is starting to come around now, but it's not like mathematically too late, but they have dug themselves a hole that's going to be hard to come out of.
I
agree.
I think it's over as well, but I do think with Troy Mellon tonight, they win the game. They're going up against a shit pitcher, but also they'll make him look like an AL Cy Young. Real quick, Sam, I wouldn't mind Colt Keith in that one spot a little bit because he's obviously not hitting for power, but I do like the contact he's able to bring. If he can rip a single to have a shot with Kevin with a guy on base, I'll take that. Although Kevin does set the table pretty damn well up top, but if you're going to put Colt anywhere, I don't mind the one spot too much.
Yeah, I can make an addendum to that. That if you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4,
Exactly.
Keith, McGonigal, Dingler, Green, I'm okay with
You
that.
can put Keith at 4 too if you got guys on base at a single.
Because here's the thing, Colt Keith, no power, 0 home runs. That's obviously terrible.
Crazy.
But
he was hitting 20 bombs in the minors.
But he's 292 average. In this lineup, he's got to be in there every night, especially since in his rookie year, he showed that he can hit lefties. It's just he hasn't gotten the opportunities lately. And he hasn't been good in a short sample size, but why is Colt Keith ever out of this lineup? And I'm not a Colt Keith stan. It's just the way that it is right now. Colt Keith's got to be in there every single night.
Flannel, you want to pop on Woodward Tigers here sometime soon?
Yes.
There
Let's
you go.
go.
Woodward Wings too.
Shout out.
Shout out to Flannel for coming through, man. It was great to see you, brother. Great to have you back.
You too.
Shout out to
Flannel puts
Easy,
up right
to Nick,
now.
to Chris, to all of you guys. We appreciate you tapping in. Have a great weekend with heavyweights. We'll see you on Monday. Peace.